Okay.
What's up?
Hey, hey, LVZ. What's
What's
up?
up? Ain't
All
nothing.
right.
Ain't nothing. They
What,
look.
are you going on your way to work?
Nah, I'm on my way back in the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on my way back now. I ain't gotta go to work till later. So yeah. I was like, oh, Lisa hit me. What's good?
What's up? How you been?
I got in a car accident Wednesday.
What? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
man. Virginia didn't do their roads, and as soon as I crossed the bridge, cause my one of my other cars, a damn rear wheel drive. It was like an ice rink. I did a 360, smashed all into the guard wall. I was like,
Oh
ah.
no.
Everybody, my father was like, "You okay? You can fix the car. You got you'll be able to fix." So I know, but I don't want to fix the car.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I understand, but shoot, that was money that was supposed to go somewhere else.
Right. Oh
So
wow. I'm sorry to hear that. How badly damaged was the car?
my front left fender, my driver fender, headlight, bumper, and my rear passenger side fender. So that means I gotta take it to a body shop,
Uh-huh.
bumper, and light on there. So I can't really drive that car because if they catch me with the lights out, I'm dark skinned with lights out. Nah, nigga, that's lights out.
Yeah, right.
Come
Uh,
here,
damn.
nigga. What do you think you were doing? Come here. Step out of the car. Let me remind you.
Yeah, because they'll claim you caused the whole accident all by yourself. You know how they
Exactly.
are.
I'm like, well, hold up. Motherfucker, I did this by myself. This ain't look.
Yeah.
What was so cool was how I spent out and crashed and all of that, and white people just looked at me like, "Look at that nigga." Nobody helped me do nothing. I got
Yeah,
myself
right.
out of all. I just drove back home. I said, "Fuck it."
Oh man. Oh, that's so messed up.
Have you started your live stream?
Huh?
Have she started yet?
Well, yeah, we're getting ready to start, but yeah, LVZ was just telling me he was in an accident.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor? Did you go to the hospital?
Nah, because it was just me. I mean, look, if they found out I did it, I had to sue myself.
Oh, you hit something.
Yeah, well, my car spun out of control. We had an ice storm here Wednesday, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I supposedly be starting this new gig, and I tried to get out there. Maryland roads was good, but Virginia never did their roads. As soon as I crossed the bridge, did a 360, smashed into the
Lord.
guard.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Oh wow.
so
oh you got
but I
wow.
was okay, but I was just mad. I'm just mad that the money is gonna cost me to fix the car.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Can
What do you
understand.
think? How much do you think of damage you accumulated on that thing?
If I didn't know what I was doing, easy, I know I just cost myself like $3,000-4,000 worth of damage,
Yeah.
easy. But
I
the
know
good thing is,
it's still snoring hard down in LA. It won't let up.
see, that must have.
Mm-hmm.
The good thing is, I know how to get most of the parts myself for real cheap prices, so it'll probably run me like $1,000, $1,500. But
Oh yeah.
that's still a
Wow.
lot
Long as
because
the
I don't
main
got
thing
that
is
just sitting there.
the main thing is that you're okay. So when I clicked in, did y'all hear me talking in the back?
I didn't hear
Mm-mm.
you.
Oh, good, because me and Omari was fighting in here. He stole my food last night. I get up to get it to eat this morning. He claimed he don't know what happened to it.
It
He
ended up
always
in somebody's
lying.
stomach. That's what
He always
happened to
he
it.
got my food. And then he comes sliding downstairs real sweet. Baby, I'm going to the store. You need anything? Yeah, he's replacing everything he ate. They ate up everything
See,
for me last night.
you know what, Queen? That's guilt.
Well,
He's doing some guilt shopping this morning.
That's a He
so
trying to figure out how he can convince you that a dog came in and opened up the
And
refrigerator and
you
ate
know
your
what?
food.
I had my mind set on that food, and I went there. I said, "Where's the food at?"
You know, is she doing one of them? You remember watching what was that movie Eddie Murphy was in? Harlem Nights. Do you remember that?
Oh,
Remember
Oh
Della
Lord,
Reese? Remember
yeah,
Della
I
Reese?
remember
I
that.
had my mouth ready for some orange juice, and ain't no orange juice in it.
it ain't nothing but a swallow left.
Swallow in the container.
That-
She did a
that's
Della
my
Reese on him.
favorite. That's my favorite line
Me
of
too.
all time. That man said, she said, ain't but a swallow left. Red Fox said, well, swallow it and shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
I know, right? And she was like, I had my mouth ready for some orange juice, and
Orange
ain't
juice.
nothing but a swallow.
Oh my, that's what I'm struggling right now because I was all set.
See, she had
And
her mouth ready for that food, and it wasn't there.
took it from me. This shit been happening for years and stuff. And
Oh
this,
man.
oh man, it hurt my feel. I just got me some water and laid back down. I said, Lord, 'cause I don't want. I could eat other stuff, but I wanted what I wanted. So
Yeah.
I'm spoiled. I'll get it later.
Yeah. No, we were just gonna shoot the breeze and talk about some current events.
Well, I'm doing a
Let's
live
do it.
stream. I'm doing a live stream tonight with 6 p.m. California time.
That'd be 9 o'clock my time.
That's 9 o'clock our
It's
time.
gonna be hard hitting. I'm just letting y'all know. I ain't gonna say nothing else, y'all. I'll figure it out when I'm over there.
Okay.
That's gonna
Okay.
be the blow. You want to blow off some steam tonight? Come over there to the Royal family.
All right.
That's
All
right.
right.
Uh-oh.
By then, I will have my food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amra, why are you asking me, do you support ADOS?
Here we go with this dumb shit.
Why are you asking me that? I mean, did you listen to my videos?
She is a DOS. How
I mean,
can
did you listen? That tells me you're not listening to my videos or you got selective hearing.
Most of them do.
hey, hey, Lisa.
That's back to that "are you black" question, you know?
Right. That's what I'm about to say.
Are you
I'm
black?
about to say, is that sly question again? Is that old
Who,
Trump
who is that?
logic
Who is that?
again?
Who is that? Who is that nice looking sister in them wedding pictures?
Them brothers, they said, do you support
How many thumbs
ADOS?
down? How many thumbs down over there?
Motherfucker, I am ADOS.
I gotta go check. See how many other hating ass women and put a thumbs down.
I
Can't
can't
stand
support.
this ass woman.
I can't be against myself.
Right.
No, I can't. That don't make any sense. This ADOS, that's a wasted conversation.
Right.
We down
You
our
can't
people.
look. You don't come talking to ADOS asking them, do they support themselves? That's dumb. Do you support the descendants of slaves?
Somebody asked me this one, and this is one I got. Are you practicing being a Hebrew Israelite? You don't practice being one. You are one.
You are one.
Right.
Actually, the question is, are you staying to the laws, states, and commandments? That's it.
That's
Laws,
it. Yeah.
statutes, and commandments. That's what you were supposed to add, but no, that lets you know they don't know what they talking about.
Well, see, usually when somebody comes over like that, they're really snitching. That's what they're doing. So they can go back and tell other people, she don't support ADOS. She ain't black. You know?
Oh, Lord.
All you got to do is listen, Amra. All you got to do is listen to my videos. That's all you got to do. You can answer your own questions by listening to my videos.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you brand new, don't come in here questioning us. Come here, listen and learn.
Yeah, come in humble and listen and see what Lisa Cabrera's channel is about. That's all. It's
Right,
real
don't
simple.
don't just come in guns ablazing. Oh, do you support? First of all, how you gonna ask me something dumb like that? That was just it's no. First of all, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Just stupid people. And the fact of the matter is that question was terrible because you can't ask. That's like asking, a motherfucking slave at that time. Do you support emancipation? What?
Yeah.
Do I support me being free? What are you asking me?
They still trying to figure out if Lisa Cabrera is what she is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they need to kick rocks.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
keep
what they
telling you that this. I thought it was gonna catch some speed. They said I'm a wetback.
Yeah. It's amazing. Your DNA changed, huh?
Yeah, yeah. With my
Motherfucker said I'm Filipino. Don't even feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
they asked me how did I get so high yellow.
Well, as far as I know, there's always been high yellow black people.
Yeah, I
I
had
mean,
no control over that.
not unless I missed something in history where,
Oh, well, that is a thing now. Cause look, somebody said that to me one time about my son Charisma's mother. She's mixed. I said, what you mean she mixed? No, her parents just light skinned.
right.
It's such thing as two light skinned people getting together and having a light skinned baby too.
And some of them get together and have a dark skinned baby because I got cousins and they are fraternal twins. One came out light, one came out dark, but they came from the same mama and daddy, and mama and daddy are both light. But one of the twins came out dark.
But like this thing that light-skinned people are automatically mixed. I'll give you another example. On Twitter, somebody went to Steph Curry and said, somebody went on Twitter and said, well, can half of me claim Steph Curry because he's half white? And his sister chimed in on Twitter and said, I'm half white.
Yeah, his sister they're not half. No, their parents are both black.
Then the white dude go, well, I assume she said, no, both our parents are black. Yes. We're just light.
I'm in Steph Curry country. I know what both of his parents look like.
And she said that she was like, no, we just light skinned, but we're very much black.
Yes, it sure is.
White people don't know really what we are. They'll just try to claim us too if you're doing something extraordinary. Come here, nigga. You could be one of us. Just
no. I was born extraordinary, and I'm gonna stay with my extraordinary royal family.
Hey, look,
been proclaimed that.
Everyone, all of them, but they paying niggas to sign that away.
Just remember, your sheer existence is extraordinary.
You know they paying
do anything. Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. They like to cling on to you and stuff. When they want to designate you extraordinary, no, we designate ourselves. And I've already put that out there already. We was born there before we was even born. We were extraordinary. You didn't touch me. I'm mad about my food anyway. So now I'll clean to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on fire all day. I already know. It's one of the most fire days.
Now, y'all, let's get into and I want to bring this up because somebody actually came to my channel when I put up the R. Kelly video that I did, and Shabbat Shalom to everybody coming into the comment section. When I put up my video on R. Kelly, some white guy came in my comment section and told me I was wrong for not speaking against R. Kelly. Now, let me just tell you something. They like all of the infighting and division. And if they can find a way to egg that on, that's what they come to do. He was disappointed that I wouldn't drag R. Kelly. Now, it's not because I don't believe he's wrong, but you can't keep all these white pedophiles out of jail, but keep snatching all of the black ones up.
I'm gonna say because he wrong. He wrong for hiding Woody Allen all these years.
Right. Oh yeah, they wouldn't even entertain that shit. That was just blatant in our face. And in our world, Woody Allen was screwing his daughter.
Right. And the thing is, it just
no. I don't like how you said that. What you mean in our world? In everybody's world.
Right.
Nobody's not in our world. Nobody's not in our world, LVZ. I disagree. They're not royal.
Hey, look, I don't care about that. Look, the fact is, I don't care what world you thought you was in. You was screwing your daughter.
Right.
I don't care. Look, no matter what world he was in, he was screwing his daughter.
But you know what this proves? When you bring this up to them, they don't even want to talk about it, which means white people support their pedophiles, rapists, and child molesters. You support it. That's why none of them are going to jail. Okay?
Yeah, it's a lot of them. And I know you've been seeing the articles. We all been seeing them. It's a lot of them have not even touched a jail. There was an old white man. I think he raped a 9-year-old child, but because he was extremely wealthy and extremely old, they made up every damn excuse for him not to go to jail.
Right.
Okay, we got Bill Cosby up in there. He in jail for cheating on his wife.
Right.
That's it.
The thing is, like I said, this right here proves white folks support and stand by their pedophile rapists and Catholic priest rapists and school teacher rapists. You stand by those people. You don't even want them jailed. But whenever a black man acts out in the same way, you want them in jail for the rest of their life. That's what you want. And I'm not going to support that.
Under the motherfucking jail.
Yeah, it has to be even across the fucking board. They don't do nothing even across the board.
Right.
Every damn day I'm hearing something about one of my black brothers being slayed and dragged and over to some of the lamest shit.
Right.
Now all of a sudden this country got morals and values and they care what happens to black women. This country don't give a damn what happens to black women.
Done this whole R. Kelly thing proves they don't care about black women. Now listen, they sat on the damn video that incriminated him for 25 years. Now
a VHS. It wasn't a CD. A VHS.
Let me just say one more thing. If these were a bunch of white girls, white teens, would they have sat on a video for 25 years, or would they have gotten him right away to stop him from getting any other teenagers?
That's true.
So the new video that came out is 25 years old.
25 years old.
LVZ, they were saying that it was on a VHS.
Dang.
When the last time you used one of them?
Right.
I'm from the hood. I kind of
right. But the fact that they sat on this for 25 years tells you right there, without a shadow of a doubt, they don't give a damn about black women, girls, children. They don't care. They don't care.
Well, look.
I'm going to ask again, would they have sat on their hands for 25 years with this videotape evidence if they were a bunch of white girls?
Let's show you how they get out. So that person, whoever was sitting there holding it, they ass need to go to jail too.
Well, hold up, y'all. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to tell you why. They will sit on it for 25 years because, look, they got videotapes of them raping little white boys that they've been hiding for years, and they will not lock these white men up.
No, they support their white rapists.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I just watched a documentary called Children of the Snow about up there in Michigan. It was a damn pedophile cult, and all of them got away. Yeah. Like they had videotapes. They was doing the child pornography ring. They was putting it out. They was snatching kids, raping them. Everybody flew away. It was on Discovery ID. I said, God damn, they let every pedophile get away.
Well,
and they had tapes.
Show you they support their rapists.
Yeah, I'm about to say so. That's the only reason I say I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
So mainstream media need to admit that you are a bunch of racist motherfuckers and you support rapists because they're white.
That's why rape culture is a word, because they do it.
Just admit it, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what they really trying to do on a deeper level is to lower the age of consent. I think they're trying to go as low as 12 years old.
Yeah, because so many of their men are doing this, they're trying to decriminalize it.
That's all.
They try to turn us to Thailand.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's the truth. They try to turn us to Thailand. Think about it. if you go talk to a white businessman, True Royal, Lisa, I know y'all know. One of the first places they start talking about they go and like to visit is Thailand.
Yeah, because
you know what, LBZ, I seen they did an undercover sting on that one time. Well, not a sting. They just did an undercover documentary on the very thing you talking about in Thailand. And one of the reporters was out at night, and he paid this man to have sex with an underage child, and it was the man's son, and his son was about 11 years old. And that white guy kept saying, "Are you serious? You would give up your son?" And the man was just standing there like, no big deal.
True Royal, I have to even ask that in Art Kelly's case. Now, listen to the age of these girls. They were saying they were staying overnight with Art Kelly at 13, 14. And, where were the parents? Did the parents just turn their daughters over to him because he was Art Kelly?
And that's a situation. That's a situation where I say nobody's hands is clean. You can point fingers all the way around.
These parents are so sick. Yes, they will turn their 13 and 12-year-old and 14-year-old to Art Kelly for fame.
And they knew what they knew. They knew what they knew. Because I remember I was pregnant with my youngest son. He's 22 now. And I was hearing about some stuff with R. Kelly. And now okay, so yeah, I can see what you're saying. 25 years, damn.
But I want to know, what did these parents know? How do your 13 and 14-year-old end up at Art Kelly's house overnight?
Because you ain't shit. Me and my sister was having this debate yesterday, because what she was trying to get me to do was blame the kids. And I was like,
kids.
That's what, right. And I was telling, because look, they was like, what responsibility do these girls play? I said, Slim. They was teenagers. Right. I said their parents deserve some responsibility because they prostituted their daughters.
Right.
But as far as the daughter was,
I just want to stop with that. You know who brought that out? Corey Feldman. When Michael Jackson was being accused,
listen to him.
Corey Feldman was the one that said a lot of these parents will turn their kids over to these celebrities to be raped because they are trying to make it in the business.
Yep. And you know what? He's been saying that for years, Lisa, and they will not listen to that little white boy. They keep blowing him off.
You know why else they won't listen to him, True Royal?
Why?
Because all that rape and pedophile he talk about, he also says this at the end of every interview. Now, of all these rapists and all these pedophiles and all these things that happened to me, the one person that I was safe with was Michael Jackson, the person that they accused of being a rape and a pedophile. He said, "Go figure that shit out."
He wouldn't lie on him.
He said that. He said the only person, that's why he wouldn't lie. He said, all these motherfuckers that was raping me, and you want me to lie on Michael Jackson? I'm not going to do that. He the only person that kept me safe.
Corey Feldman also said the ones doing all the finger pointing were the ones doing all the raping.
Raping. Yes, Lord. He did.
You know what? The guy who accused Michael Jackson of molesting his son, he was the dentist. He was the one that killed himself. He was the first one that got some of that money. And that man,
if you remember when he killed himself, the truth was coming out that he made up that whole thing on Michael Jackson. And then shortly after that made it in the media, he killed himself.
Right. Because he was threatening Michael. The father actually wanted to be in the industry. He was an amateur screenwrite player. And he was trying to get Michael to, get him in the industry. So then he sacrificed, but brainwashed his son to lie.
Won't that go back to the parents turning their kids over to these celebrities, like I was saying?
Yep.
Rich Boy 903 just said New Kids on the Block came out and said, shit, parents was offering their daughters to them when they were saying.
That's what I'm saying. And I believe that's what happened in the case with all of these girls with Art Kelly. I still say, please explain how a 13-year-old was with Art Kelly overnight.
Yeah,
thank you.
And you can't, you can't blame her, the child.
Thank you, and that's what I'm saying, True Rule. Black people, if we want to blame the parents, I'm good. I'm on that.
I mean, stop pimping your children.
Yeah, stop pimping your children. And R. Kelly, I've been telling motherfuckers he's a pedophile. I'm not fucking with him. Look, the problem is motherfuckers, thirsty black people selling their motherfucking daughters to my, because that's what I tried to explain to my sister. I said, are you serious? I said, a kid at 13 years old, if they saw Mickey Mouse, they would run off with him and live with him. That shows you how irrational this person is because they don't know no better. You as an adult man are supposed to go, hold up, you a kid, the fuck wrong with you? Right. Now, oh shit, you my type of lady.
Ooh.
That's what he did. And motherfuckers need to put hands and feet on R. Kelly, and people need to put hands and feet on the parents. And right. That's how I feel. But
in my opinion, if things were right, it is the black community that needs to deal with R. Kelly.
Yeah, we've been supposed to put hands and feet on them.
Get the hell out of the whole thing.
Look, Lisa, would this go back to, look, my brother called me this morning. He said, I wonder how our cousin Bill feel now. We got into an argument, y'all, at a cookout one summer because Bill is an R. Kelly fan. And he was listening to Trapped in the Closet. And they was like, oh, shit, cut it off for Vostar Gone. Because I hated R. Kelly after I thought about it when I seen that fucking tape. When that tape was going around, that shit was bootleg all across the world.
Yes, it was.
I said, that was a little girl. And he knew that shit. I said that motherfucking nigga need his ass whooped. And I never listened to shit he play again. Bama's was like, but he's a genius. I said, man, he done swindled you niggas into believing anything. Now he done made a song where he just talking about being gay. What you mean he talking about being gay?
But that In the Closet song he ripped off from a black teenage boy.
See?
So that ain't his original writings.
In the Closet, gay.
He ripped that off from a middle school, black boy that was going to middle school. That's
I
where
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
That's where.
When the community was saying back in the day, put hands and feet on him, y'all stop listening to his music.
Yep.
Motherfucker, look, we got our brainwashed contingency. Look,
well, wait a minute, LVZ. The other component to it too was, because we was screaming and hollering about it, was he was writing all them songs for them white folks and they was getting them hits left and right and stuff, and they was dismissing us. That's why I said these people are disingenuous. They don't give a damn about no black female anywhere on this planet getting raped, molested, or whatever they talking about. They disingenuous. They done got everything they can out of him. They dismissed us. We know how to deal with our people. But then when you got money involved and fame and fortune and all of that, and those very people that was getting them hits and stuff, now they can't stand R. Kelly.
Right.
Oh, he's this, he's that. Oh, he was, yeah. It was shit going on down there, and y'all seen it. Because in that world, they do stuff right in each other's face. They blatant with it. It was all cool. I got my hits. They made their money. So the one thing that I like that we do, but they refuse to do, is we know how to put things in different compartments. We're not down with no child molester, rapist, and all of that. But then the other compartment that we put in is you got these white boys out here doing it in the same industry or other industries that here are in, and they don't apply. They don't put things in one whole bunch. So we know how to just slice it apart. And y'all not even down. Y'all not executing the law in the right way. It's how you feel about that person. It's all based on your emotions and stuff like that. Then you got, okay, I feel some kind of way about this person, so we're just gonna look the other way. But when it comes to unquote the black man, and then he making money and all that kind of stuff, he gunning for him. It's very obvious what's going on. They must think we stupid that we cannot comprehend and see what's going on here in America. And you got these creeps. You got creeps out here steadily doing stuff, and it ain't gonna go away with their creep behavior because it's coming out. We got other shit that's coming out.
That's why I've been trying to drag the mainstream media and calling them the racist media, because they're ultimately saying rape is fine as long as it's being done by a white man. That's what they're
Right.
really saying.
Right. It's always been that way, though. It's always been that way.
They
That's
got
their
some kind
idea.
of excuse. Like when the sister, all those sisters got raped by that cop and stuff. Oh, there's no way somebody would want to rape them. Then when they start questioning the women's groups about it, then these bitches sit up here talking about, oh, we didn't want to jeopardize the case. Fuck y'all.
No, they never get involved in anything when Black women are harmed. They got a standing history of doing that.
So what was the excuse when the black lady was getting pummeled on the side of the road?
Oh yeah,
Why
up
they?
here in LA,
Yeah.
let me tell you what happened because I followed that. And
Hi,
shit.
Taryn. Hi, Taryn.
Hey,
Oh
what's going on,
yeah.
The,
y'all?
the LVZ, the DA was black. She was black, and the DA, what she did was she allowed, which pisses me off when I hear the language, she allowed that cop to resign, and she just figured it was taken care of because they broke her off some coins, but nothing else was said. That man was beating her like a grown ass man,
Yeah,
and
but that's what I'm saying. Where was those?
that wasn't their first encounter. LVZ, he had
Yeah,
beat her
but I'm saying
before.
where was these so-called women's groups? Like they say, you don't care nothing. They don't care nothing about black women. They
No.
is like you gave that instance where they said, "Oh, well, we didn't want to jeopardize the case." Well, you ain't jeopardizing the case speaking on a black woman getting beat up on the side of the road because it's on video. Not only look in the case, if that was a white woman, that black DA would have been fired because they would have the white feminist group would have put her out as anti-woman.
That's right. And guess whose territory that covered too also? Maxine Waters. She turned a blind eye to it too.
Well, you know what? The CBC ain't a damn. We are.
The coon what the coon caucus? The coon caucus?
Yeah, the coon. Hey, Taryn,
What's up?
what do you think about the R. Kelly situation?
I mean, I saw it coming, but you know what? To be honest, and excuse the noise in the background, but if anything, they really need to look into that Michael Avenatti.
Yeah.
Because ironically, he had domestic abuse charges against him going back to November, and nobody's talking about it. And a few other stuff against him too. I forgot, someone else had told me he had some kind of other charge against him, and now he's bringing this stuff up against R. Kelly. Number two, who the hell was sitting on that damn tape for all these years? They need to go after that person too,
Yes.
That's what I said.
because technically, that's holding on to quote unquote child pornography, which is a felony.
Thank you. And you see who they got sitting with the women, Gloria Allred.
Of course. And you know what? So, and you know what? I just finished watching a video Harvey did, and he pointed something out that when he was sitting with those women, and he held up she held up a picture. The picture that she was holding up, that wasn't R. Kelly in the picture. It was LL Cool J.
Yeah.
He said, "So LL, you better watch out because she might be coming for you next."
Lord.
Yeah. You know, they're trying to pick off our men one by one.
No bullshit.
And you know what's also so crazy too? Ironically, they bring up R. Kelly yesterday, the same day that they bring up Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft wasn't even in the damn news for an hour, and then all of a sudden, breaking news came about with R. Kelly.
Yep.
I literally saw them talk about Robert Kraft. I took a nap, woke up, and I'm seeing all this stuff about R. Kelly, and that's all they're going to really focus on with Robert Kraft. But I know nothing is really going to happen to Robert Kraft because he's a billionaire. He owns the Patriots. He's friends with Trump, and technically, this is more so embarrassing on his part because, like, why is a billionaire going down to Florida to
damn game? He gotta still pay for pussy, y'all.
right? And on top of that, not even and that's the thing, Lisa. Not even top shelf. He's going down to where regular average men go.
Did you see that picture? Did you see that picture on Lisa's channel? That chick was old. I think she was the madam and stuff. That video was so funny. Oh, the video was so funny. And I'm thinking, yo, old ass. Ooh, keep your clothes on. Ooh,
Yeah.
Buy him up, Bob. We call him buy him up, Bob Kraft. He buying it all up.
You know what I'm saying? He had that Viagra. He was trying to use it.
Damn right. That Levitra. Look, hey, look, but this what caught me about it. Where I did notice though that they started focusing more on R. Kelly than Bob Kraft. I
Yeah.
was like, look, this is what I was talking about. This goes to something totally different, but on the same path. All you people that said Kaepernick sold out, he could have exposed the NFL. So far, we got one owner on tape being a racist, saying we can't let the inmates run the asylum. May he rest in hell.
He dropped dead too, didn't he?
Didn't he? Sure did. Sure did.
Then you had another motherfucker, Jerry Richardson, the racist for the Panthers. He had a history of saying racist shit, had to sell the team. Then you know Jerry Jones said no openly nobody will kneel, racist. Then you already knew Dan Snyder, the Redskins owner, he a racist. He a Jew that won't change the Redskin slur.
Right.
Now, you know about Jim Irsay, the owner of Indianapolis, that got caught with $100,000 cash and $100,000 worth of what? Opioids.
Yep.
And you want to go further back, LVZ? I know you remember this. Remember one of the owners for the 49ers when he got busted up there in LA? He raped that chick.
The Bartolos.
Bartolos, Eddie.
So look. All of these people, and now he get caught tricking. Just out there, just Richard trickster.
Hey y'all, I got some. Terren.
What's up?
Did you hear about the YouTube pedophile thing that's going on?
What?
Yeah, here. I'm gonna
No.
my screen with y'all. Y'all gotta check this out. This is news.
Look a minute. This is some new shit.
Look at this. YouTube pedophile problem has major advertisers jumping ship. But
what?
LVZ, they're talking about you're doing hate speech and they got problems on their way greater.
This is juicy.
But you know what's so crazy though? Because I think something like this came out, I think sometime last year or maybe the year before, where they had to put some block on some channels where people were putting up like certain thumbnails to lure people into watching them, and that's what led to them to seeing stuff like this.
Yeah, but it's still coming through. They still have a major problem with pedophilia on YouTube. But listen to me, y'all. They keep running us off talking about some fucking hate speech, and they got stuff way bigger.
Right.
More major problem than us talking on YouTube.
Lisa, Lisa, you send me a article, and I seen it on Terren's channel. Some little creepy white boy with a whole bunch of hair on his head. He got a big YouTube channel. You know who I'm talking about? I don't even know his name.
Yes,
I know his name, Cave Boy.
He was.
Oh yeah, definitely Cave Boy.
Oh, I know. Oh, you know what? Now I know who you're talking about. I just recently did a video about him. I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so you know what, y'all? This is what I'm talking about when I say when they take you down, you got to gather the ammunition. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Wow.
They justify taking you off for alleged hate speech, but you got a pedophile problem on YouTube.
I mean,
this is basically going to turn into another apocalypse. They just had to do a whole bunch of damage control because of what happened 2 years ago. Now they're about to have to do it again.
Right, but I bet
it's blowing up in their face. It's blowing up in their face.
And see, this is what I'm talking about, LVZ. I bet you none of these are black channels.
No, they not.
Shit, look, I know ain't none of them my channels. Look, hold up.
How you
so you took me down for saying like the white man is the devil. Meanwhile, your devil ass is doing shit like this. How am I wrong?
Right.
How am I wrong?
The most stuff that'll happen as such is like on the topic of pedophile on our channels is when we are addressing a pedophile, not putting up pedophilia.
You know what? YouTube got everything out here. I seen a dude on YouTube.
Give me a second, Queen. Terren, I'll send this article to you, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to all of you. I'll send it to everybody on the panel.
All right.
All right, go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
I seen a video one night of and it was numerous videos too, of these old white men trying to stretch out their penises because they didn't have the money to do it and stuff. And it was on Yusef's channel, and he was just showing the hypocrisy of YouTube, talking about nudity and all of this stuff. And they're not even policing their own shit. They don't even follow their own rules and regulations. What the fuck is they talking about? No, what they do, they too busy worried about a title, worried about one word to come out of our mouth. It's good this shit is blowing up in their face. I'm happy it's happening to them.
They try to harass us over our words, but you got much bigger and greater things going on out here. And you know, it's so hypocritical. You're worried about us speaking against the system and calling that hate speech, but you got all this pedophilia going on? Man,
that's probably because some of the people that's working over at YouTube are into that shit.
Yeah.
Just like them judges that always be letting them pedophiles walk. You can't tell me they don't have all kinds of stuff in dungeons in their house.
They covering for them. They covering for them.
And I think it's a lot of racist white women that work there that's married to some other ethnic group. And they know I'm right when I say what I say. Because anytime I get to go on some white women or some, you're hate speech because you don't like Becky's.
They covering for them. Because it would have to be. People working. How many people did they hire? What was that, last year?
10,000.
They hired. Okay. They hired them for a reason.
White. It's one black woman, and of course, if it's one black woman with a puffy fake afro around all them white people, what is she, y'all?
A bad wench?
Yeah.
Amen.
A coonstress?
Coonstress, right. Right. That's what she is. Everyone knows it's a mammy. All she's there to do is say, yeah, child, please. Yes, a boss.
I want our people to stand up and fight these claims of hate speech. You don't realize you got a gold mine when you see stories like that. You could easily get your channel back, because how are you going to justify all of this going on, but you after some black channels? You can't justify that.
Exactly. And some of these channels have 33,000, 40, 50,000 subscribers, 80,000 views. So you like, it can't be because I'm getting so many views and so many subscribers. Right. It's got to be because you don't like the demographics in which I'm getting my views and subscribers.
For them, I'm telling you, they rotate, they hide their channels for them.
Yeah. You know, and it's just like, you can tell there is a huge difference in even flagging. You see how you can flag a white channel multiple times and the shit is still there, but that's a black channel get flagged, it's almost down immediately.
I'm about to say, look, all they got to do is, look, I put a video up, it got 6 views, got flagged and took it down.
Right.
Now, I know it's this one video that's using my video. I'm trying to flag that motherfucker. No, nigger, your flag doesn't work, nigger. Right. Nigger flags don't work, nigger.
You're right about that.
It's rigged. It is
rigged.
Big time.
Because that situation with you, Lisa, I know I flagged 5 or 6 times and the shit didn't come down.
Right.
I said, this is a joke.
They got it rigged.
Then they got my shit taken down by Voice Mike.
Speaking of Corinne Rain didn't even have a fucking video up good enough and it was flagged down.
Yeah.
Speaking of flagging, did y'all see how I ended up on the Fortune website?
No.
Well, on one of his, he knows, because I talked to him about it the day that it happened. Because it was a video that I had did about the shooting in Illinois, Aurora, Illinois, and then someone had sent me an email and said, Serena, you know you on the 4chan website?
Yeah, I saw that. I remember. Yeah, I saw it.
Man, they was talking so much shit about me. They said we need to get him off YouTube, and now I know who's been doing it in the past. They said I already got him off twice, so now you exposed yourself. So now I know that it was. So now I know that it was you.
Peckerwood was bragging about this shit too.
It's a war out here. It's real.
And let me tell you something, Tareen. When I went to small claims court on YouTube, it only cost me $42. That's all I had to pay to file my small claim. So, you know, it varies from state to state, but it's not that expensive.
No, it's
I'm,
not. And also to let y'all know, when I had to fight that person that spoofed me, they had to pay. They had to pay back the lawyer, the lawyer that I hired, the digital forensic company that I hired, and I had to fly. I had to fly up to Oregon. Oh Lord, Oregon. They had to pay for me and my husband's flight, the room and board. They had to pay that. So I got all my money in a lump, and they got it set up that person had to make payments and shit.
Right.
And penalties. And so I wasn't playing. I took it all away. It took a little time. Don't, I know people want things instant. No, I had to do it for the family. I
it's
had
a
to fight.
process. It's like
And then
everything. It's a process.
it's a process. And the thing is, I have a gag order put on me. I can't tell who that person is, but that was like retaliation, whatever, from YouTube, because they was all involved in it, too as well. But the thing that I did that was successful is that person can't have no fucking channels. And how it works, because Mr. Superboy helped me with it too as well. That they what do you call that address? Your
IP address.
IP address. So they went to whoever they were getting their internet service from, and they got a letter from the lawyer. They got a letter from YouTube as well, and they don't like them fucking letters. They don't like them letters. So that person, if they thought that they was gonna try to put up something else, they right there in their damn house. It's like having a VIN number on your damn car,
Yeah.
and stuff. And I learned some stuff from it. But you know what? I ain't gonna say too much, too much about that, because if somebody really want to get to them, if you really want to get to them, you're gonna have to pay me. That's how I'm gonna take. That's my attitude on it. Because a lot of times you give your folks information, yeah, and they lack patience and they don't do what they need to go do. And then somebody down the road gonna suffer from it too. So if you really want to deal with them, you gotta pay me. That's just my attitude on it. Like it or
I
not.
know. I'm
I'm not
finna
gonna be.
get these crackers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's very inexpensive to do. And in many cases, they'll give you your channel back before your court date because they don't want you to go to court.
They're gonna be begging you.
You know, they don't want to go. That's why I'm saying all our people got to do is be willing to fight. That's what you're willing to do.
The phone get the ringing off the hook. Did you get any letters, Lisa?
What's that?
That the phone is ringing off the hook. They'll be sending you letters.
Yes,
I can rectify this.
They called me and tried to offer me money to drop my case. They did that. And
yes, they will.
They did that all the way up into the date of my court appearance. So
yeah, but they about to get that shit again, cause and I
you gather this kind of stuff about the pedophilia and all of these right wing.
I'm just look. You know what else I'm documenting, Lisa? Because you follow me on Twitter. I'm putting my Twitter document on there too. I done gave them more than a chance to get this shit right, but they just bullshit. So okay.
Right.
I done gave them fair warning. I done gave them all types of chances to just get this shit right.
And I'm telling you, they will respond, because once you file them court papers, they will respond because they don't want to be sued.
See.
You know, they don't want to be sued, so they will respond.
Right.
They don't want, hey, Brenda, Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Queen.
Brenda's in the building.
Shabbat Shalom, family.
What's up, Brenda?
Hugs from across the pond.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey.
So, Taryn, I wanted to ask you another thing about. There was something else that I wanted to ask you. Hold on, Taryn. I'm having a senior moment.
May I add something, Lisa, while you thinking about that real quick? I wanted to add one part to it. The reason why they are so petrified of being sued and taken to court and stuff, it's like this. In the world of construction, um, they don't like when you're in an accident and then you have to take time off to deal with your medical situation. They would prefer for you, yeah, to be busted up and hurt, and you can just come and sit up on the job all day because and the reason why it raises their insurance. They
Yeah.
become a liability. So the more of us do that, that shoots the price up with them. That's why they worried about it, because they want to squash it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right, I put on my headset. Excuse me.
I know what I was going to ask you. The Jussie Smollett incident.
Mhm.
I think that was more like a smokescreen because, I mean, let's face it, white people lie about crime all the time. You see the ones where they rape, they're always screaming rape, and then come to find out nobody touched their ass. What do you think about all of this big smoke coming out of Jussie Smollett?
Well, I would say that he should get an award for being the dumbest hoaxman ever, because everything he did was just wrong. And like my biggest thing was like this: why in the hell would you pay them off with a check, something that's traceable?
Right. Right.
Like you couldn't get. I said you should have paid. I said you should have paid them in cash. Hell, you could have gave them Bitcoin.
Right.
And everything. Like I said, everything was just like about that whole thing was just like crazy. But you know what? It's like we know that white people are capable of doing stuff like this all the time. But he, as a black man, should know that that shit would not fly with him. And I don't know who he was trying to get sympathy from. Like, it's almost like, was he trying to get sympathy from other black people? Was he trying to get sympathy from the gay community? Like, what was it? Like, he literally threw a lot of us under the bus.
Now, I don't know how true this is, but I read an article yesterday that said he was doing it for the fame, and he was hoping that it would land him more work. From the sympathy from the public, he would end up getting more work in the film industry, and that's what he was going for. Now, I don't know.
Well, I read, Lisa, that he was pissed off because he wanted to get paid more.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
And so they said he was. I read that he was, and I don't know which article it was. I read so much. He was getting 20,000 per episode, opposed to what's the sister's name? The main actress in
Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah, she's getting 120,000.
But see, that's the thing. But see, that's the thing, though. Taraji is not only one of the leads of the show, but she's also an Academy Award nominated actress. By contract, she has to get paid more. Her and Terrence Howard.
That's right.
Yeah,
you really can't hold to her. No, you really can't.
Yeah, I can use 20,000 per episode, can't y'all? Shit, that's some good money to me.
Yeah, but you know what? If he
That's what I thought.
right, if he would have played this part right, he could have got more opportunities based on the fact that he was on that show.
You know what all this proves to me? This all this proves to me is what I always say. Black people are not good criminals, man.
Yeah.
We are not good criminals. I tell you this all the time. We don't know how to steal. White people like to project. See, niggers always steal. Said the motherfucker who stole me and a country.
Right.
See, that's stealing. That's some stealing.
That's some gangster stealing.
Same way with this motherfucker Jussie situation.
Yeah,
I can't make sense out of it.
What were you going to say, Brenda?
I think it's a little delay there. I think that's what's going
I
on.
think so too, Brenda. I think there's some delay.
And we folks, remember, don't get too upset. We're in the middle of retrograde, so your stuff gonna be messing up.
But LVZ, you know, the whole thing was stupid because the two guys that he paid to beat him up, they confessed almost damn immediately.
Right. Yeah. These look, like I said, we don't know how to commit crime. Look, you go find two snitches to beat you up, then they beat you up weak. Look, then you find two dumb snitches. Then look, then not only do you find two dumb snitches, now I'm finding out Torian just say you paid them with a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, You the dumbest criminal in the history of crime.
LVZ, I take it a step further. Ain't out of those three, don't somebody got some bleach in their house under their
Right.
sink? You
Look,
know, and
then you call, look. Then you call the Uber for the niggas from your phone. What the fuck?
Right.
Come on, dude.
And then on top of that, he sent that letter to himself. You know, the
Right.
one that he said,
Yeah.
you know, that
Oh
threatening
no.
letter.
Look,
That he
I
sent
hate
that
to
threatening
say
letter
it.
to himself.
Hey Tori, you know why I never mentioned that letter? I knew he sent that shit to himself. I looked at it and bust out laughing. I said, "Do this motherfucker really think somebody gonna fall for that?" Look. All he did was took some Elmer's glue and took the newspaper clippings and cut it out and sent it to himself. I
Right.
said, "Don't nobody do that." He,
Right.
look,
Right.
nobody does that. He could have just typed it. I knew that letter was some bullshit. What
Yeah.
I did
And the letter
learn,
and the letter didn't have no return address.
right? He mailed that shit from up the street.
he was very emotional. He was in his feelings deeply.
And then then I did I did a follow-up video about it because I was saying how he has a history of doing stuff like this because back in 2007 he was in a DUI incident in which he didn't put his name on the document. He signed his younger brother's name on there. So you forged your brother's signature.
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
Got
Oh,
Josie
So
yeah.
that's why I say when you really digest everything that he did now,
He ain't
and
too
even what I
bright.
just told you, I say he has a lot of sociopathic traits.
Yes.
So his brother and sisters, they know he fucked up.
Can you guys hear me? Can you
Hey,
guys hear
Brenda.
me? Is it better now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I moved from my other location. I just wanted to say that I'm very happy that the spirit of Tupac is wailing on his ass. Okay, I mean, because you ain't no goddamn gay Tupac. I'm just so glad Tupac is going after him.
Mm-hmm.
That's that Hail Mary Tupac coming to get
Yeah,
him, bro.
right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right.
That's perfect, Brenda. You're right about that. Because
That is the truth.
when he said that shit that night, he was angry.
And that's when he lost me.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda, when did you come in? Did you see when I had the YouTube pedophile story up?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh. Santee, you want to come on to the panel? Santee Walden? You want to come on the panel?
Yeah, you gotta see that, Brenda. There's some shit going on.
Brenda, I want you to see this. I want you to see this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again.
Okay,
Now, I
thank
want you to keep one thing in mind, Brenda. You know how they always get mad and take black YouTube channels down talking about we're doing hate speech? You know how they do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on, Santee. Let me just send him this link. I should have your email, right?
Let's see here.
Hold on.
Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch it or not, but did y'all see my live stream where I had to go in on that Amanda Seals bitch yesterday?
No. I missed
Yeah, I
it.
watched some of it.
I was
I was
asleep.
laughing.
That chick right there. Now, if y'all want to know someone who is dangerous, she's one of them.
Yeah, she blamed black men for Donald Trump for some reason. I don't know why. But look,
What about that nut?
the one thing I wanted to say about Jussie, though, I just did a video. Black people, let's clown them. Let's get on them. Let's call them out. But let's not say he deserved to go to jail. Because, look, we got the motherfucker who called the police on Tamir Rice. We don't know who he is. Tamir Rice is dead.
Right. Right.
And he ain't get no time. The motherfucker who lied and called the police on Jonathan Crawford is dead. And he ain't get no time.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah, well, you know what? Even George Zimmerman, he called and tried to claim Trayvon was looking in people's windows and all that. All he was doing was walking home from the store. So they are notorious for telling lies.
So my thing is
Yeah, well,
this.
you're right, LVZ. You are correct. I don't want him to go to jail. I just want him to pay some money.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I want to look. We already know he gonna lose his career. He ain't gonna never be able to work nowhere because he tried to blame it on white folk.
Right, and then let him do some community service in Chicago. Okay.
Okay. Bottom line, Santee, check your email. I did find your email. Check your email.
All these white dudes, they don't go to jail.
No.
You know, who is that one on your channel, LVZ, talked about solicitation? Who is that?
That's Bob Kraft. That's the owner of the New England Patriots.
Funny, that was a funny. Lisa said he looked coffin ready or some shit.
I said coffin ready.
Did you see him? Look, but this the funny thing. All-Star Weekend, he was with Meek Mills with a diamond chain that said champion and a pimp cup.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I said, what the fuck is this old ass white man doing with the brother? Oh shit, something going on.
Yeah. Something was going on.
Not that white guy that had two dead black guys up in his house.
Ed Buck.
Yep.
He almost had, and you know what? He almost had a third one. He almost had a third one.
Oh, he did.
But they cornered it. The reporters, they cornered him, and the black guy that was with him, he was like, yeah, I'm not trying to be with this. I'm just gonna go this way. Like the reporter was actually genuinely concerned when he saw the black guy. He's like, sir, are you okay? Are you in fear of being harmed by this man? He like, you do know who this guy is.
You know, think about what happened with that Jeffrey Dahmer case. That brother that did make it. Black folks was complaining the damn place was stinking and stuff. He living up in the hood, and he know his folks well because they called the cops. The cops was called, and some Filipino kid got Vietnamese kid got too much dead.
But shout out to Christopher Scarver.
These people be getting some treacherous shit.
Hold up, y'all. I got at least y'all done just set it up. I got to play something for y'all. I want y'all to hear this.
Okay.
It's pertaining just to what True Roll and everybody said. I'm glad True Roll said that. You know what I'm saying? Because we forget our elder, Dr. Collett, may he rest in peace, told us a long time ago about Jeffrey Dahmer. He told you about it. He told you. Let me see if I can find this right here for us. See if we can listen to this here. Sancy, what's up, Sancy?
What's happening? What's going on? Shalom.
I wanted you on this panel because there is something I want to show you.
Oh my Lord.
Okay. Well, LVZ, are you ready to play your?
Nah, go ahead, do the thing.
I'm going to show you something that came out about YouTube. And you know how we get trolled, and the trolls always coming to bother us. But look at what's happening on YouTube that's way bigger than black channels. Look at this.
Oh my Lord. Well, I'm not surprised by that, man. I'm not surprised. There's too many weirdos that come here on YouTube and are disgusting and filthy, man. That's why we watch our kids a lot and what they're looking at on the internet. You know? Really, I'm over my daughter's shoulder every 5 seconds she's on the cell phone just to make sure that she ain't looking at something that ain't right or talking to something weirdo. You know?
Yeah. But you know what? My thing is they focus so much on what we're saying and then trying to act like they're all offended by our opinion and try to flag us off, but you got some damn pedophile shit going on. But you ain't worried about that. You ain't worried about no pedophile shit. You worried about black channels. Get the fuck.
Check it out, Lisa. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. What?
But they feared for their lives. What about the black men across the country killed by their white so-called friends? Out partying with them, out drinking with them. And then when the party is over, when the drinking is over, they turn around and kill what they call the nigger. What about Jeffrey Dahmer? working at a chocolate factory in the daytime, eating what he called niggers at nighttime. Nigger nuggets. Nighttime.
Woo, man, that is the truth.
It's the
Chicken nuggets at nighttime. That's what he was
The
eating.
thing that disgusts me about the whole thing is black folks was been complaining in that complex. It stank up in there. You know, we don't like, black folks don't like shit to stink. We get real vocal. Ignored us, ignored us, ignored us, ignored us. Then when it got serious,
somebody break out of there and they brought him back.
yeah, it was the he had the little Vietnamese kid. He came up
Yeah,
dead.
he had a hole drilled in his head, and he convinced the police that it was just a regular argument, Santee.
No, they said specifically, because I followed that case. It was nothing more than a gay lover spat. That's what they said.
Exactly. Regular argument.
When they found dude, he was bleeding out the ass, and he was trying to explain to them what was going on. And listen to him.
Yeah.
Oh no, they said he was bleeding outside of.
Did LVZ, we lose him?
We lose out. I don't know. No, he's muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
I said would they forget, but they said not only was the dude naked and bleed from the ass, he was bleeding from the head too.
Yes.
Because the cracker drilled a hole in his head and poured acid in it.
Yeah.
Woo!
How in the fuck was that just the average fight? Damn, that's it.
That's
the animal. That's the animal in them. You go out and party with them, like the brother saying and stuff, and then they want to take it to the next phase. That's like I was telling Lisa when I was working on those construction jobs. One of my girlfriends told me, a white boy told me, after he ejaculates, he chokes his woman. I said, what kind of freaks we working around? That's too much for my psyche. But that's normal in their world. Don't you party with them folks? We don't have no business being around peasants.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Santee, I wanted to show you this because, like I said, they focus on us all the time and ignore the bigger things that are going on YouTube.
Oh, exactly. And for me, I tell you, I'm not surprised because even some of these, like the banana eating contests and stuff like that, or the eat contests, and it's like I look over at your little ones, like, look, baby girl, I love you, but you're not doing that. You're not making no YouTube video on that. I'm sorry. Okay, you're not. It's weirdos and pedophiles on here, and that's what you're not doing. Okay.
But if you remember, YouTube got caught up in this stuff before, and that's when we went through all that advertising problems on YouTube and started pulling ads on everything.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
And now you're still back at square one because the same shit, all this pedophilia.
And it's always what they are doing, not what we are doing.
It ain't what we're not doing nothing but giving our opinion and commentary on the news. You know, they're going into all this pedophilia shit. And children half dressed on videos and stuff, and the pedophiles going over there getting off on that shit.
They doing it what I'm gonna call it the Pee Wee Herman videos. Better watch for them old creeps.
But I'm saying we don't do nothing nowhere near to that magnitude for them to be overly concerned about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, LBZ. You ever looked at the damn what y'all do, baby, weekly, just to see what's in my community? The goddamn Maryland sex offenders list, man. It's majority old white men. That's what's on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
high school football coach looking white man. That's exactly what it's on there.
Santee.
I'm glad.
Nah, but hold up. I'm great. Make some waves, y'all.
All right.
Great, make some waves. Santee, it ain't just them. It's always also a whole bunch of these Spanish folks on that joint too.
Yes. You know what, LPZ? When people start coming out with being gay in public, where you saw couples more often, that was the first couple I saw was a Hispanic men kissing in the streets. That was
Yeah.
the first gay couple I ever saw in public.
Me too.
I wanted Brenda to repeat what she told me a few hours ago. Brenda, you there? Okay, I'll repeat it then. She might be having some difficulty.
No, wait a minute. I was on mute.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Brenda, tell the family about what's around that property that Umar Johnson claimed he got.
Oh, well, I listened to this. It was excellent. There was these brothers that were talking about this whole Umar deal, and they were businessmen, professionals. It was fantastic. But the one fact that came out that blew me away is this one brother said within the proximity of that so-called school that he's going to start, there are over 200 registered sex offenders. Now, is anybody in their right mind going to let somebody build a school in an area that's got over 200 registered sex offenders?
Mm-hmm. I got the link.
All I'm going to do is say this. I'm going to ask Ogun and Salim, the powers of them, to bless me to open the Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Emmett Till National School for Boys. Cleanse, Lord, be descendants of Nat Turner and get them away from the school. Shalafia Ni Ogun. Send the donations.
And it's called, the video that I just sent the link is Dr. Umar Johnson's school announcements, separating facts from fiction, panel discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's telling some, because people been digging up stuff.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. It is fantastic. I mean, those brothers are, it's a long, that's the one I sent you, a World Queen, right?
Yes.
Yep. It's about an hour and a half long. It is worth it. I tell you, it is so, they are so thorough. They talked about, real estate regulations and how you have to have certain documents filed. I mean, they ran this shit down. These brothers knew what they were talking about. And it's just, and then also one of the comments in the section which cracked me up, he calls it FDMG, Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey Academy. And this one person wrote in a comment, FDMG stands for folks, the money gone.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. And LVZ, you are just so wrong with that impression. You are just so wrong.
Sister, let me tell you that Papa, the king, Papa, won't you come down here with Papa?
Oh,
Get to school.
Yeah.
The first time I heard himself refer to himself to Papa, the first time I heard himself refer to himself as Papa, he was at an airport and he had a little extra time and he got loud with it. I'm Papa. I said, no, don't do that. You're too loud.
Wow. What do y'all think? Here's the next topic. What do y'all think of Kamala's father putting her ass on blast?
Finally, somebody in that family got. I was saying, finally, somebody in that family got some sense. I said this on Professor Black Shoe's channel, and he said, he's like, I don't know, Serene, because he may have some sense to call out his daughter, but I don't know if he had enough sense to cohabitate with the woman that gave birth to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I love.
But I said it's very interesting though that she through her dad and his whole lineage, which is the Jamaican side of her family, under the bus, but she didn't do the same for her mother, who is Indian. Not saying that she should do the same thing to her mother, but it's just amazing that she linked weed smoking to Jamaica. And her dad happens to be Jamaican. It's like he's like, hold on. He's like, hold on. I gotta call you out on that.
Yeah. She doesn't do that. She don't give a damn about the side of the family, and that's why she did that.
True Royal, I can't hear you. You sound like you sound far away from your mic. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I was just saying. that she been dissing her family. She don't have nothing to do with them. You could tell, you could see she's that type. So she gonna protect her mother's side of the family at all costs. And they just got tired. That didn't just come from the father. That family had a meeting, said this bitch is really on one.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing stronger than the words of your father come out.
I said, I put this on Facebook and I put it on Twitter. I said Kamala Harris's campaign is comparable to that of the Titanic before it hit the iceberg. When she talked shit about her dad's side of the family, her dad became the iceberg, and that's what's going to sink the campaign, aka her ship.
And you know what? She gonna be slow to get it. She gonna be slow to get it, just like Candace Owens. Them type of chicks don't get it. They don't get it.
Oh,
I know.
her father been mad since she fucked Willie Brown. You know, he been pissed off. But that was the last thing on the margin there to come around there. You know, her father's bougie as well. So for her to come around and to say, "Oh yeah, Jamaica, and we smoke weed, and we just say, of course, my family's from Jamaica." Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to front to be down.
Hey, Santee.
Santee, she done played every stereotype on the black community.
I was about to say the only thing she didn't do in that any video was watch your no man. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yet that's not what she's done yet.
I'm waiting for Kama Sutra to go in on the Indian community, okay? Because
she ain't gonna do that.
She's not gonna do it.
I know that. But come on, equal time. You know, come on. You need to insult every goddamn body while you're at it, okay? So spread it around, and then start talking about some damn Indians. Yeah.
You know what? This is a first for me, where candidates literally just laugh in your face. Like, wow. They need a message that they can feel. That you're asking them, you're being serious about what you're talking about, certain agendas.
Yeah, but nobody has forced these candidates over the years to cut the music off when they come to black folks.
Right.
Okay, they never stop you from doing a Tootsie Roll in the church and all this nonsense in order to talk to us about actual policies in order to get the black vote. The black vote has always been free. Long as you the Democrat side, it's always been free.
Right.
Now, for once in their life, they actually have to sit down at the table, cut the James Brown off, and talk to us about some actual policies.
There
in
you
this
go.
It's
There you go. And you know the other thing that I said, and I keep saying it, the reason why these coons and these coondelettes and the boule and all of them standing up like Roland Martin, he getting louder and louder about kissing his ass and stuff. They are privy to look in both worlds, and they see that Esau world is falling apart, and they want that held up. Because they getting benefits from that. And then I truly think that they promise white folks that are backing them that, oh, I can go into these black communities. I have control of black folks. Y'all don't have no control of us.
Right.
This is real life.
Be punk ass. Be new ass. Be punk ass.
Kiss his ass.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes. And LVZ, he claimed he lost 18 pounds. I'm still trying to figure out where.
I went over there to look the other day. I still looking. I don't know.
It wasn't in his neck. I tell you that.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Toy. Nah, y'all. You know what he meant when he lost 18 pounds? That meant he took off a sweater. That's all the fuck that meant.
Them sweaters make him look bigger.
Oh no!
Don't they know he looked like the thing on that? He looked thick as a motherfucker when he be wearing them sweaters.
Listen. My nickname for him is Jelly Roland Martin.
Okay. That sounds pretty good.
But the thing that took me out though was when I was having a live stream and Nicole was on there and she said Tariq calls him Gerald Desserts.
Oh my goodness. But serious. He right. The music has to be cut off. All that bullshit. Roll your sleeves up and let's get serious. And they sitting up there laughing. I'm literally her and Cory Booker are laughing.
Yeah.
Our lives are not laughable.
Well, there was an article that I did a video on yesterday that says Kamala and what's that white woman that claims she's a native Indian?
Elizabeth Warren.
Warren.
Elizabeth
They are
Warren.
now thinking about reparations. I said, no, we don't need you to think about it. We don't need that.
We already thought about it. We just need to get it. Okay. I mean, the thinking is over.
The thing that I want to say is, I laugh because they'll say things like, y'all should put all of the reparations into education. And I say we should always reject anything the enemy tells us we should do. Now, I want you to think about this. Who owns all of these educational institutions? It sure ain't us, right? So, if you pour it all into education, then you're giving white folks reparations that belong to black people. Why not say, we'll give you the money, you can set up your own educational institution?
Exactly. The only place reparations should go is in our individual pockets.
Right.
Do a bank fucking transfer the money into my account.
Exactly.
Then I can do what the hell I want to do with it.
Right.
If I want to set up a school, I will. If I want to start a car dealership, I will. If I want to sell marijuana, I will. If I want to start my own cruise line, I will. That's the only place that money should go. Is in
that's why I laugh. I've heard white people make that suggestion. Well, you should put it all in education. That money shouldn't go in anybody's pocket.
I got a problem with it going in the individual hands, though.
No, I don't. I don't have a problem with it going in the pockets.
I do. I could think because I could think of too many things that could go wrong.
No. I reject. I'm sorry. I reject
How
that.
you gonna reject that when we got too many Negroes? Hold up. Hold up. Now we got to be honest. We're not allowed to live. Hold on, we can't.
Okay, I'll let you say what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna come back with my rebuttal. I disagree with that, hands down.
Go ahead, LVC.
Go ahead, LVC. I disagree 100%.
I think
are you there? I think. Go ahead, Brenda. Go ahead. Say what you want to say. I think
the reason why I disagree with that is nobody controlled what white people did with their money. But now all of a sudden, if we're talking about us getting reparations, people are talking about how the money should not come into our hands individually.
Right.
And they're coming up with these arguments saying, well, some people might do drugs, some people might do that.
No.
White people have done everything with their damn money, including killing other white people and black people and everything else.
Right.
So I reject that argument. That money should come into our individual pockets to do as we please.
Right.
And if we do right, we do. If we do wrong, so be it.
I agree, Brenda.
Under our control. And don't go into no goddamn government programs which are controlled by white people.
Thank you.
What they'll start doing, one of them games they'll start playing is, oh, well, we need to study this. They're gonna find all kind of ways to chunk your money off.
No,
I know the game.
It was just like they gave it to the Jews, just like they gave it to the natives, the Japanese. The thing is, every time they suggest we pour it into these institutions, those institutions are all white controlled, which means ultimately they get black reparation money and we get nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're gonna all draw a salary off of it.
Right.
They're gonna dictate how to spend our money. And you know what? Some people are gonna do very well with it. Some people are gonna do poorly with it, and in between. That's just life itself.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
400 years they've been robbing us. I think, yes, no more.
Yeah, I think what goes on, I think what confuses some of our folks is it's much deeper than that. We need our own hospitals.
Right.
They got to pull that out of there. Our own universities are the ones that we have, or we can add some more improvements and stuff. We need lifetime medical. We need lifetime medical.
Right.
I
understand what they're saying, but the bottom line is you don't tell other groups that got reparations to spend the money on. Yes, some of it's going to end up with white folks, but then there's a lot of black people that say, I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't even want
That's
to
right
anymore.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they
Right.
should have those options.
They didn't tell the Jews that, you know, if we give you some money, you can't go open an oven company, did they?
Right.
Come on.
And
Get the
then
fuck
another
out of
thing
here.
I wanted to add, we need to have our own police force. We police ourselves. They over there doing it in South Africa and everything. We have our own separate everything. And that's the next phase of that money coming. That's not coming out of what we get it individually in our pocket. It's that stuff go on for years. We need our own
Are you talking about sanctuary cities?
No, I'm not talking about sanctuary cities or anything. I'm just talking about
What I mean by that, you said having our own police force, meaning like the police can't come in here at all. Like we control our own stuff.
Right, because that's how they do ICE. Isn't it amazing how they do the immigrants like that? ICE can't go into sanctuary counties or states, come after them, but with us, they can't do nothing.
And yeah, you're right, Cheetah Baby. I even said that too. Our own military. Because we should be and I totally agree with Phil. We need to be a protective class, and we have no protection. None.
And if we get the reparations that we are owed, and it's trillions, not so no the lousy ass 100 billion, it's trillions, we will have enough money to economically support ourselves and have everything that we need: hospitals, schools, military, businesses,
farms.
This reparations is supposed to put us at a level where we are economically equal to white folks. Okay, that's what it's all about.
And it's crucial to have our own farms. Stop eating these people's food. Our own farms.
Have our own farms. Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
They're killing us.
Yeah, and if we want to go somewhere and have our own goddamn country, we can afford to do that. And then and you know, and have the equivalent of Sentinel Island to keep these motherfuckers away from us.
Oh yeah. That's what we'd name it too. The flag will have all kind of spears on it and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, and that's my beef. You know, I always hear these talks coming up and then white folks interject and talk about where the money should go. No, this ain't for you.
That's right.
The reparations is because of you, because of what your people did. You don't handpick what we do.
Don't forget the penalty cost too. So we got to get extra money. I'll come up with every kind of thing in the world, and it's all true because they do the same damn thing.
We got to get out of that white supremacist thinking that somehow that we got to let massa control our money. That massa controls your money, massa controls your destiny. No, out of the way, out of the way.
Right.
You know how disrespectful that is to tell a person, hey, I violated you, so I'm gonna give you money for violating you, but I'm gonna show you what to do with the money after I violate.
Because Santee, their relationship, they think they are our parents and we are children. Black people no damn children up in here.
Let me tell you what they try to do in the state of California. You have to be real careful to watch it too. I don't know about the other states. It's like if you get in an accident at work and you go through the workers' comp system, and say after everything is said and done, your case is worth $200,000. King wage know what I'm talking about. What they'll try to do, because they want to hold on to the interest as much as possible, they want to divvy out the money to you every 2 weeks, opposed to you getting your lump sum. You didn't won that case. They lawyer gets their part and shit, and then they want to divvy it out to you. Send me my whole fucking check.
Right. Right.
That's
and
right.
they do that a lot.
You might die in 2 weeks. Give me my fucking money now.
Santee, going back to what you were saying, that's why I don't like them trying to tell us what we need to do. And look at how fucked up this country is. Does it look like they've done a good job with their money?
Absolutely.
Always going through recessions, always having some issue on Wall Street. But you want to tell me what to do? You don't even know what the fuck to do with your shit.
Right. You got people messed out. You got people messed out. Opioid out. They distributing the pills. You don't want to give black folks nothing, so you done got all your people fucking hooked on goddamn opioids. Now y'all running around scratching, looking stupid, talking about how this is brilliant.
Right.
Okay, so you see everything terrible in the world from what they have done to themselves. They can't even live next to each other without doing something horrible to each other.
I want to put something on your mind, just to keep this in mind. Whatever land that you have, you want to own your mineral rights to it. And if this shit went down like it's supposed to, we need to own our own water. We need to own our own electricity and everything, because the enemy will cut that off from you. That's how a lot of these black towns, because people don't know about the black towns in California, that's how they were able to shut them down. They shut their water off. You need to own your own water, the rights to the water, the rights to it. Then they can't fuck with it.
My thing with that is this: all what y'all saying, it theoretically is right, but y'all not thinking in a military sense. We gotta go through who we dealing with. We gotta talk about what we dealing with, what we want, and how to achieve that. Now, when I say that, I mean, like, what you said was perfect, True Roll. But at the same time, don't the Indians own their right to land and water on the reservation?
The other part that I said, LVZ, we need to have our own military and our own police force, and we will have the military watch our own water. They didn't do that.
But see,
they didn't do that. And I don't know about
but
that.
hold up. See, no. But see, that's what I didn't get to finish. Because see, that goes to what we want. What you want is an organized government. If you want an organized government, I hate to say it, that's what I was trying to say for the thing cut me off. We're going to have an organized government. Everybody can't get checks. We can all get land. We can all have rights to land for free, but everybody can't get checks, because we're going to have to establish a government to establish a military. We're going to have to buy those. We're going to have to buy planes. We're going to have to buy guns. If everybody got a check, everybody ain't putting in. You're going to have one group that want to go do this, one group that want to go do that, one group that want to go think like this, one group that want to go think like that, and it's not going to ever be collective. If it's going to be collective, we have to understand.
I disagree. I disagree. You cannot control every single individual. Okay, the government right now.
Hold up. No disrespect, Brenda. Brenda, where are you at? Where are you at right now?
I'm not. You know.
All right, well, I'm right here in the States. And I disagree with you wholeheartedly, because I never left. And guess what? They still tax me no matter wherever I go. And that's part to pay for their military that I don't agree with. That's part to pay with their social structures that I don't agree with, their laws that I don't agree with. So don't tell me you can't control it, because that's how they did it to establish their military. So we're going to have to understand, everybody might not get checks, but everybody can get land. Everybody can get grants. It'll be social. I mean, for real, we hate to say it, but this was the model of how you build your army and all of that. Because if everybody got money, everybody not going to chip in for an army. That's just the total truth.
That's the part that who gets check and who does not.
No, what I'm saying is that stuff go in different phases. It's a phase where you're getting your money. Then it's another phase where you're dealing with the land, with getting your own school, getting your hospital. The money individually for the individual, that's one phase of it. That does not come out of that.
Separately. It's done separately. You wouldn't lump the money in the military. All of it.
Right. And also, who is going to determine who gets a check and who gets land and who? I mean, that's not going to work. That is
going to be the same. Okay, well, who's going to determine who get a check and who doesn't? Because then you're going to have coons running up who've been against the whole idea, but they going to be able to get a check because theoretically they ADOS. So it's the same thing. I can make that same argument.
They have
no.
I'm not. Hold on. Let me get in. LVZ, they have already done that model before. They did it with the Native Indians. They've done it with the Jews. They did it with the Japanese. Without asking that question. They gave that money out and they did not ask any of those questions. They just gave the folks the money.
But the only difference was, Lisa, sis, listen to me. The difference was when they gave it to the Japanese, they had a place to go back with that money.
Right.
Hold on, let me finish. Yeah. They got to go back to Japan with that money. But when they did it with the natives, they poisoned in their water. They do let them have that little casino grant and shit like that, but everybody didn't get a check. They got land and they get government. Well, they get a little bit of government bullshit parcel to them every year, but everybody didn't get a lump sum. You dig what I'm saying? That's how that worked.
Right, and that was wrong.
And what I'm saying is, if we gonna do that, right? If we gonna do that same thing, we
Americans was wrong. They robbed them of their freedom to live in this nation, in this land, which originally belonged to them. Took them.
I know that, but we ain't talking about that. What we talking about, we're not talking about that, though, Brandon. That's completely. We talking about what the reparations was about. The reparations that they were given. The reparations that they were given. The reparations that they were given, that we used as a model, that did not work either, because it's got to be a military too.
The Indians have never gotten reparations. They just got pushed on reservations. They never got reparations.
You got to know when that non-tax land is. Just because they ain't do nothing with it. Look, they can give us a casino and I'll make it pop off. Just because they ain't do nothing with these free casinos in this non-tax land, and just because they still sitting there alcoholics, don't mean they didn't get nothing. What did we get? I'm not arguing for right now. I'm not arguing for no goddamn Native American. Talk about what they was pushed on. I don't care nothing about that. They got something. We got nothing. What I'm saying is, if every Negro gets a check, it's gonna be like the Chappelle Show. It's gonna be us. That's it. Yeah. It's gonna be us, and it's gonna be niggas that's gonna be tricking their money, buying Cadillacs. It's gonna be just like the niggas who get motherfucking lottery tickets.
Why do you care what I do with my money every day?
Because what you do affects me too. If we hold up, why do I care? Because hold up, we can't be a collective society and then you say some shit like, what do what I do?
LVZ, you got.
That's not making sense to me, Brandon. I don't talk. Look, I don't talk inconsistently. When I think about you, I think about you. What I do does affect you. So if I take all my money, which could be resources in the community to help you build a school, but I go, fuck y'all, I want to do this with my money. How does that help you? That leaves us vulnerable. That's what we got now.
What we need is economic independence. We need to be able to function as high functioning economic individuals. And out of that, the individuals who are so inclined can build hospitals, schools, et cetera, et cetera. Those people that want to put it up their nose with cocaine and drug themselves out, they're going to do that. Because white folks do that right now.
Yeah, we're not. The one thing that I want to add to this,
the bottom line, you once people get money, there's no way to control that.
Yeah, that's the part I wanted to add. I don't come in. I'm not. When I didn't thought this thing through very well. And the other part that I always think through very well, it's not. Things are not going to run 100% perfectly. We got all different types out here in this world, but we still need to set up our own infrastructure.
Right.
That's why I'm talking about. Yeah, that's very important. And then I'm going a step further based on my construction knowledge. I know what I'm talking about. We have to own our own water. We need to have our own farms and stuff. I would damn near demand, but you can't, that you have to shop at your own places and stuff. So we know what we are putting inside of our bodies, but to expect it to run perfectly, shit, you got people out here, black folks don't give a damn about what's going on with black folks. But these things need to be set in place that we are dictating our own path, and we can't worry about when you dish some money out to somebody, what they gonna do? They gonna do what they gonna do. It is what it
But
is.
we
But
still gonna have to set up a government, like I said, correct,
that's what I'm
to
talking about.
establish all of those things. And if a
At the end of
government is
the
to be
day, at the end
established,
of the day, LVZ, that's exactly what I'm saying. That we do set up our own government. We don't ask nobody for shit. See, we too long been treated like little babies. I'm past that. I'm not
but I don't. You lost me with ask somebody for something because that never came out my mouth. What I said, what I'm talking about is,
I didn't say that you did. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Let me finish.
Okay, I was just okay.
What I'm saying is they like to treat us like babies and shit like that. So we have to set up stuff as much as we can where we don't even have to reach out to the enemy and
exactly. I want something that's gonna be long. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be broke again and then stuck ass out.
You don't want to go backwards, but let me say what I'm going to say. Naturally, when you're setting up an infrastructure like that, you're going to naturally have to have a government. You're going to naturally have to have those things. That makes a lot of sense, but it's not coming out of that lump sum. These motherfuckers owe us. It's never ending how much they owe us, because as we speak, somebody's always trying to fuck us. And you're not going to just give me a fucking check. That ain't enough. I want my own hospitals with my own folks in it. I want my own government. I want my own water. I'm owning my mineral rights. I want my own airplane. I want my own police. I want my own military. And the first thing I would set up is my own military first, because I'll shoot a motherfucker down real quick.
Right, I do that before I think about giving out checks.
Right.
That's the first thing I'm thinking about before giving out checks. I ain't worried about giving out no checks. I'm worried about making sure we got land and some people to back it first.
You won't be giving out the check. The check is going to be coming from the white folks who owe us the money. You are not giving out the checks. But let me say
everything technically, I know this. Everything is technically coming from the white folks. Everything, the land too, the land, the water, all the shit you asking coming from the white folks. Let's be honest, I know that.
I want to set the record straight here, because you went in on the fact that I don't live in America. I still pay fucking taxes, okay? Okay?
That was my damn point. My point was, when you said you can't control nothing, my point was you don't even live in here and you still paying their taxes. That was my fucking point.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take it a step further. Over there in the UK, where Brenda is at, the fake royal family, all that gold that they have, do you know that's all gold?
Yeah, they stole that
shit.
from the Moors.
That's our shit.
All of that is from the Moors. That when they ran the Moors out of there, they took all those crown jewels and everything. They didn't. The Queen didn't buy that nowhere. All of that is stolen.
Yeah, we gotta change our mindset. We gotta change our mindset from having people hand stuff out to us.
On the flip side, let me add this one part, because I don't want LVZ to think I'm against him. I'm where LVZ is at too. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to just get some lump sum and then maybe 10, 20 years down the road, oh shit, we back in they shit like that. I can understand that stuff. You know
what? Paris James wrote, give me my damn 40 acres and a mule. You know how I feel about that, Paris? Give me the 40 acres and give me a tractor. Fuck the mule.
Yeah, I'm about to say, give me 40 acres and a John Deere and motherfucking 15 assault rifles and a tank. That's what I need right now. 40 acres and a mule is not comparable. I need a tank. I need some surface-to-air missiles. I need all of that, because at any point in time, I know you motherfuckers can renege on any treaty you ever made, and I need to be able to push back sufficiently.
You know what the modern day equivalent? You know what the modern day equivalent in dollars is? 40 acres and a mule. Do you know what that is in today's money? Because they've done studies as to what that is in today's money, and this is what
where the land is. It varies where your land is.
That's right. If you got the modern day equivalent of 40 acres, forget the mule is worth nothing. But of 40 acres, that you would be able to buy any fucking tank that you want, okay, and then some, and a mansion, and land, and whatever the fuck you want to do.
Well, first
That's
of all,
modern day
like
equivalent of 48
well,
is.
like LVZ said, where the hell is this land? Because let's face it, when they gave the natives that reservation, they got the worst possible land in the
Yeah.
Right.
I
you
was
can't
thinking.
even grow nothing on that shit.
Yeah, I was thinking.
That's
I
why I
was
say
thinking. I was
the
thinking that
Native
everything we.
Americans got reservations, not reparations. They
Mhm.
got put on the worst fucking land ever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too as well, knowing what I know. And then the other thing is we really, and this is where we do demand for our folks. We need folks that are very knowledgeable about a lot of things. LVZ, you got a lot of knowledge on many things. You know about the military and whatever we're knowledgeable on. We need our think tank. We need the best
Thank
and the
you.
brightest to make sure this shit run right. We got to have checks and we have to have balances, and you got to leave your fucking ego at the door because people's feelings is going to get hurt. I'm not speaking in the absolutes or anything like that. I come in realistically. I know it's going to be bumps and bruises in it, but I know how to secure stuff first.
Well,
And then
Exactly.
we have to do first.
say let's get the reparations, have our fights, families have fights.
Oh yeah,
Let's
and
fight
make them
it out.
in between.
And I don't care if we got to fight for weeks, just as long as at the end result is we do it right.
Well, that's what the Constitution was. They like to fake like that. When they drew it up, they was in there fighting the whole time. My whole thing is, like I said, what good is money if I'm stuck on the same, if I got to still purchase from the same people who gave me the money? What good is money if I got to purchase land in the same country and I got to stay around the same people that gave me the fucking money? Now they can hack up the price of the land. They got, so it's a lot of shit. I'm just not, me personally, I'm not stuck. I'm one of them people, like I said, you don't have to give me money. Make sure I got my land and my weapons and I'm good. I'll make it after that.
Brother, you need to use your imagination.
I just did. I imagine me getting the check. I imagine me getting the check and then them saying, all right, nigga, you want to live here? It costs $1 million now. See, you took the money before you took the land. I'm just covering my bases, sister. I'm sorry, money ain't enough for me.
I'm covering my bases too, brother. And if somebody put a
dollar amount ain't enough for me.
Let me finish, God damn it. Okay, let me finish. If somebody put enough money in my pocket for me to be self-sufficient, I don't need to go to you. I don't need you to hike up your prices. I can go and I can build my own factory.
Like Bill Cosby did.
My own school.
Like Bill Cosby did. Like Oprah did. Wait. Like I said, if I ain't got land and no military to back me, all I am is Black Wall Street, another naked, rich black place ready to get raped.
Well, that's the things that we're talking about.
But that's what it is.
We have to build our own shit. We have to build our own shit up.
No, we don't have to
say whatever you want. If you don't got no military and all that set up first to back it, you another rich black person waiting to get jacked. That's just the way it is.
You know what? Let's agree to disagree. What we can agree on is we are owed reparations. And we are owed reparations in our pockets because that is where the money should go. They didn't set up no trust fund for the Jews. They didn't. They just gave them their goddamn money. They didn't set up no trust fund for the Japanese. They just gave them their goddamn money. Now we're talking about having people set up a trust
fund. The Jews got a homeland they can go to. We don't. Well, we don't have to. The Jews don't have to sit here and purchase from the people. The Jews don't got a homeland in Germany. The Jews don't have to sit in Germany. We would have to sit with our check right here in America where they own every fucking thing. And then go to them and set things up.
No.
I'd rather us be set up first. That's all I'm saying. Money is good after I'm set up.
Yeah.
We don't have to sit here, LVZ. My
brothers, my sisters, this is a great talking. I agree with both of y'all. All right, but I think we're gonna smash it in the head a little bit. You know, I agree with both of you. Okay.
Yeah, and the Jews stole Israel. Israel don't even belong to the goddamn Jews. Okay, I'll shut up now.
Yeah, well, the white man stole this land.
Exactly.
But he's still enforcing his laws on this land.
And that's what I'm saying. When they really want to give reparations, they cut out land for people. They steal other people's land and say, hey, look, we did you wrong. Here go this money and here go this land. So you ain't got to deal with us. Japanese, we ain't going to blow you up no more. Here go your land back and here go money for your people. Now they over here selling us.
They ain't going to do that. I don't trust none of that.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what everybody is. But true war. My point is that those people did what you said. They got to build internally because they got to go back to a homeland. They got their own land built internally. And now these are the same people, the Japs, the Jews, all of them. The only people who haven't excelled with the little bit of shit that they gave them was the Native Americans because they stuck still on this land around the people who did the shit to them. We need our own place before we get checks or any of that where we can establish our shit. And that's what I'm saying.
They even got rules so those natives aren't even seen. How many times do you go out in society? See them.
Right.
I know about that too.
The reservations.
I know about that too as well.
Let me just say this: the reservations are literally their prison.
Yeah, I've seen that. Because when I go, I was born in Arizona, and when I go down there and visit my family, I have seen because I even asked my relatives. I said, "Where are the natives at around here?" And they said, "Well, in order for them to get their money, they have to stay on those reservations." So when my cousins and them took me around. It's horrible. It's just cars piled up everywhere. You know, they got a drinking problem and all of that.
And they small stuck around these motherfuckers because they.
It's a small percentage. Let me finish. It's a small percentage of them. You know, them parlayed their money and did what they had to do with it, stuff like that. But for the most part, they fucked up.
And think about it. Them are the Indian coons. They don't fuck with them no more.
Right. And you know what? And the thing is, there are reservations, believe it or not, here in New Jersey, not far from me. And them lands are trashy as hell. Mm-hmm. They gave them the worst of the worst.
Yeah, they give them the marshlands, all type of shit be messed up. I'm well aware of that too.
So that's what I'm saying. If we getting checks and still being stuck around the motherfucker, I don't see how that helped me. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, if I get a check, I ain't stuck nowhere.
I'm sorry, where's white supremacy not at?
Well, you know what? I still want to
later.
I ain't gonna say, okay, I can't get nowhere, so I don't want the check right now. You run me my money, I'll figure the shit out.
Thank you. And I can take my check and I can go where the fuck I want to go and do what the fuck I want to do.
I'll wait.
If I want to build a school, I wouldn't be begging like Umar Johnson. I would just have enough money to build the goddamn school.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I wouldn't have to beg people for money because I have it.
Yeah.
If I want a hospital, I just build the goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see something real quick. Let me do something real fast.
All right.
I hear you. It sounds good.
It's all love at the end of the day. We love our family.
That's right. You know, I love you, brother, but you know, we agree to disagree.
You know, we're going to be passionate because look, we've been up in this bitch all this time and really literally have not been free.
Right.
That's right.
You know, do some shit.
And to be strong about your opinion. I mean, it's about passing the time for folks that are being passive and to not, you know, they typically want the black men out here to be weak and submissive and stuff like that. So
and I understand where LBZ coming from. I don't want the rug pulled from up under me. That's a scary thing.
You know, and I feel what you think, you know, but you know, on the same note, like we need to keep that type of compassion within inside of us and don't lose that. You know, to walk around here in this earth where anywhere you're at, well, black folks are supposed to be submissive and non-threatening and all this other shit.
Right. In other words, we're supposed to be unnatural.
Right. Hey, but look,
to make the white man comfortable, we got to be unnatural. We can't be ourselves.
Can I do some brass numbers real quick? So would y'all say that 5 trillion is a lot of money if they say 5 trillion?
No.
No.
Okay. So what would be the comfortable money?
They've done calculations, and they've started anywhere from 50 trillion plus, and that's being conservative, and that's based on the value of 40 acres and a mule in today's money, plus
$50 trillion, and they not giving you the 40 acres and a mule.
Plus, let me finish. They're calculating for the losses that we've had for people taking our land. This is a very complicated calculation, and that's why we need to have the right people in the think tanks to actually sit down and crunch the numbers.
Exactly. You know what? And we should not forget these motherfuckers caused the crack epidemic.
Right.
They just lost our families.
That's true. Nah, look, that's why I said what would be a comfortable number. I'm not making it easy on them. So look, my man, 50 trillion divided by 50 million of us, that's $1 million every person.
No, that's
no.
You
correct you on that, Naja. 91% of America's wealth came from the cotton industry.
Look, Brandon, you ain't gonna be Brandon. It's called negotiations. You can't keep changing the number. 50 trillion divided by. You said 50 trillion. Hold up, let me. Damn. You said 50 trillion. I did the 50 trillion. I did the 50 trillion.
50 trillion. If you divide 50 million into 50 trillion, it's not $1 million a piece. It's more than that.
It is. No, it's not. It's not. I'm looking at a calculator. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you right here. Look, let me show you something. I'm looking at a calculator. That's why I asked that. You see that? That's $1 million right there. 1 million. I'm not making that up. I'm pulling that out my ass. It's $1 million. Hold up. So since we know that, $1 million to every black person.
Now, LVZ, I heard.
No, you're wrong.
This is what I heard. And now, let me just say this. Now, I heard as much as 2.5 million per person.
It's saying, I gave us a rough number of 50 million black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 50 million in the 50 trillion is 1 million. There's nothing wrong about that. That's what it says.
No, 50 million. You forget the billions in there. 50 million is 500 billion. Okay? We're talking trillions.
Yes. Lord have mercy. How many O's again? Because I got it. Hey, look, I did put the big. I put the big. If you actually look, I got 12 O's. Seriously. I got all the O's that you said. That's what it broke down to. That's why she said 2. Look, even if we get $1 million apiece, right?
1,000 million is $1 billion. 1,000 billion is $1 trillion.
Right. That's what I thought I put in there, but okay. That's what I thought I put in there, but okay. I'm about to say you gonna keep on saying it. That's what I put in there. Okay. All right. So, like I said, everybody with that, we still got to get a military and land.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that come from?
That comes from them. That see, these things go in phases. You know.
That comes from money, honey.
Yeah.
That's why I said we need to get the land first. Because you don't want to have these checks and be stuck there.
You got to have money to buy land.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. No. So the so Israel bought Israel? Am I missing?
They giving us the land. They're giving us the land. They're giving us the land.
Say it again, True World.
They're gonna give us our land back.
Right, exactly. So where's our land? Because they need to give us land. We don't need to pay for no damn land. That's going against why I said we don't deserve checks. Because if all niggas gonna do is buy land from white people, let's give the money back.
We get the checks and they're going to have to divvy out for the land. That comes out of their pocket, not ours.
Right.
And then you got, you know, and if you talk about getting a military first, you got to even get land for your military. Don't they have to be on a base? Or we got to
have forts. We got to have all that good shit. Because we need, look, if you talking about, because you know we got a contingency to say, no, our land should be right here. We work this soil. This where the money was made. We should. Okay. I will bend to everybody as far as what they want the reparations to be. But if you want to know my opinion, like, yeah, giving everybody money, I'll be one of the first to say, nah, I don't need it. I'm good. Give me this land. Give me these weapons. Give me 500 dudes this serious. Because anybody come over here, I'm killing you. See, it ain't going to be no standing rock where we all, please don't drill through our water supply. It's going to be, you come over here, we shooting missiles at you. I want missiles first.
In other words, do what the North Sentinelese people do.
Right, I want my fucking missiles first. You go with your money. I guarantee you with my missile, I take all your fucking money.
And then on top of that, the thing that I would be wanting engineers then to because they know the land. You know what I'm saying? They know the land.
Right. Like I said, I'm not opposed to a payoff, but before a payoff, it's other shit that really need to come first so we can be secure. Because a payoff don't make you secure. We could be a million Bill Cosby.
Change your language too. We ain't being fucking paid off. That's what's due to us. Been due to us.
Man, I don't do non sequiturs. You know what I mean? You can interpret it any way you want. I'm going to money. If I'm going to get money, money ain't enough.
Well,
no, it's not. I agree with that. We are due money. We are due land. We are due everything. This society can offer. We need to take every damn thing because
I'm taking LBC's
limited to no check. No, we go well beyond a check. No, it ain't no. Here's a check and good luck.
Right.
That.
I'm not what. That's what broke us up. Oh, all I need is money and I'm okay. No, because it's niggas that got money now and they not okay. So I know money ain't gonna make me okay. I need something else, and I know what we need. One thing we ain't never had. All of these stories we got Black Wall Street, all these success stories of Black people. One thing we ain't got is one story of a group of Black people protecting them and shooting your ass. We got that 2 times. Her name was Assata Shakur. They ain't say free Assata. Motherfuckers went and got her. And it is what it is. And it's staying the way it stayed because motherfuckers had to put their nuts in. All that money, ain't none of that saved them. What saved them was the only thing these people respect. So, my family, y'all can have your checks and all of that. Give me my missiles, give me my men. And after that, y'all can have whatever y'all want.
Make your own missiles. Make your own missiles.
I want your check, LVZ.
Yeah, make your own missiles.
I will, and then I'll get all y'all checks with my missiles.
No, you ain't.
No, I will get all y'all weak niggas checks with my missiles. Remember that. I'm on warfare. You know you said that. You said that. My missiles ain't to protect you. My missiles is to correct you. You know that. Remember you said that. My missiles are not to protect you. My missiles are to correct you.
LVZ,
paymaster. He's the one distributing the check.
LVZ, you ain't get my damn check.
Oh my goodness.
You're crazy ass a check. Hell no.
Damn, LVZ, shit.
I'm about to say, if I don't get one, none of you niggas get
I can see it now. If it was up to LVZ to distribute checks, I wouldn't get one because I've been arguing.
No, because you'll go find a cool girl somewhere and buy some butter biscuits.
No, she ain't gonna do that.
You gonna leave us. You gonna leave us. Look, I'm gonna give you your check. I'm gonna ration your check. You can't have no goddamn passport.
Not in charge of payroll. I'm so glad you're not in charge of payroll.
Weezy, I mean.
You say I can't.
Weezy, I mean.
I can't have no check either. Oh shit!
So you can have a check. I can't have no passports. I'm gonna make y'all an enemy of every state. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I got money. I can fly away. No, you can't, nigga. You're not welcome.
I got a backup plan. LBZ. I'm gonna get mine.
You gonna go?
Direct deposit, goddamn it.
I get no. Hey, everybody in the chat room. All them, they get their whole check, but y'all gotta go live on North Central Island, so I know you okay.
That's it.
But we LBZ said our own. LBZ, you can't get on money. Put your own island. Buy your own island. You got all that damn money.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You can buy your own goddamn island.
And you better buy you some North Sentinel protection.
That's right. Poison spears.
Damn.
Yeah, well, yeah, just don't try to go buy North Sentinel because they ain't.
I'm gonna buy an island. I'm gonna buy an island. It's gonna be a baby making island. I'm gonna select who can make babies. I'm always talking about making babies and stuff. We're gonna have some strong royal babies, man. They're gonna be smart. They're gonna be well built. They're gonna make us stronger.
God
so you
damn.
have to line up for that too. Yeah, baby.
And I'm recruiting all them young boys, and they gonna be in my military academy.
That's good. That's right. That's right.
I guess I need to pray to Sky Daddy that you ain't in charge of payroll.
No. Hey, look, Brenda, the way you talk about money sounds like you already praying to Sky Daddy. You embrace a dollar more than you embrace.
Oh man.
I'm so glad that we can agree to disagree and then we can laugh about it. I love that.
My sister Brenda, embrace the dollar for it will free you. Even though you have to go to a white real estate agent to buy your land. Don't worry about that. It's black owned. Even though you be the only black person that lives where you live.
Sky Daddy, we need an opioid-free land.
Oh, no. You blacks want money. You don't want opioid-free lands.
Oh, Lord.
Look, I'll be smart. If that's the case, Brenda, you better buy you a heroin field. That way you know you'll be in business for a long time.
No, all you need poppy field. And
I'm gonna get me some poppy fields. Yes,
fields, and then we can sell that to the enemy to keep the wealth flowing.
Well, that's where my land at. Give me some land right there in the opioid field. I'm cultivating all opioids and weapons.
Poppy field.
And then I would sell opioids only to white folks so they can, stay high and
die.
Anyway,
we use all Dr. Sebi techniques where we live at.
I got a pill that I already got ready for both of them. Non-baby making pills. It's gonna make them horny, but they ain't gonna have mad damn baby. They're gonna be like, damn, we've been trying. What's going on? Just keep taking these pills. It's gonna work out.
Yeah. And they'll be stretching your penis for days and it won't work.
Yeah.
Just stretch the penis all day long and it still won't work.
Right. See, the real spill though, y'all. That's my biggest thing about our reparations. We need our own spot. All the money and all of that, because I feel like it's enough for us. With so much of us, that's gonna be kind of minimal. What I'm worried about is, hey, where the fuck is we gonna be at? Are we gonna be somewhere? It don't matter if you gonna give me some money, then drop me back off right in the neighborhood where I got offended at. That don't help. They got to have some spot, and it's got to be a coon-free zone, like where we said the cooning is punishable by death. You better not look. I already know. I told you, I'm VZ. I'd be a ruthless dictator. Cooning is getting you killed. Stone him. He's buck dancing. He said, "All lives matter." Grab your stone and heave it at him. That's the type of stuff that will happen. So you got to know what type of person you are. I will only be, Like, look, can I be in charge of the military? That's all I want to do.
No, we want you in charge of the military.
Well, yeah, I'm cool with you being in charge of the military, but just stay the fuck away from the payroll, okay?
You don't worry about the money. I want you away from the payroll, man.
Yeah.
You been talking about money since we got on here. You can't take it. Don't touch my shillings.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure you get your money.
Damn, brother. I told you that Brenda, that's cool talk. That's what they cool. Lord, where the money at? Oh Lord, where the money? Come on, Brenda. I don't worry about no damn money. I'm gonna tell you, money ain't gonna save your ass. Money got us where we are, man. The worst motherfucker in the history of the world is Mr. Price. Whoever Mr. Price is, the one that decided that one thing should be priced more than another. That's the worst motherfucker in the world. Money split us up. We really think that shit gonna save you, man. Look, all that money in the world, the Egyptians couldn't take it with them. That shit's still here.
I think Hood Mistress has come up. She's an entrepreneur, and this sister is coming up with special products that contain Becky weed. Yes, okay. Yes, we got hogweed shampoo and conditioner.
We're gonna have a hogweed factory.
Look, now this is the type of thinking we need. If we don't need to worry about no checks, we need to get on these products.
Yeah, we gotta be able to manufacture.
Is required to have hogweed juice in their car, in their house, in a special container for any mishaps. One might roll up on it. Yeah.
And I have that sunscreen with the magic ingredient hogweed in there. Yeah.
See, now this is the type of shit we need.
I want to make a hogweed rubbing oil. We need that.
Yeah, but first they gotta bathe in lime juice, Lisa.
Yes. That's
and then they get rubbed out on a hot ass day.
That's right. That's the only way it's going to be effective.
You gotta find a way to put it in tofu too, because they love tofu.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Because they love that. That's how you'll get shit. And whatever a casserole is, whatever casserole is, you'll get them.
Oh, that potato salad with them damn raisins in it. Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
And
there you go.
Dripping hogweed in that potato salad.
You want to see a fist fight at a family reunion? Mess up the potato salad. Oh,
this is shit we need.
I ended up years ago when I was still in high school. One of my friends invited me over to her house for a picnic, and I went over there. Her family were all from Antigua, West Indies, right? We sitting having a good time laughing. All of a sudden, a fight broke out. I ran under the table. These folks were these were all family members trying to freaking kill themselves out there. They were choking each other. I was like, okay, this is crazy.
For what?
West Indians off on each other. They were fighting over money. One of the family died. They started fighting over money at the picnic, and they broke out in a full-fledged fight.
See, Lisa,
all Lisa could do was get under the damn table.
Lisa, feel where I'm coming from. That's what I'm saying. Seriously, I ain't saying what I'm saying because I'm genuine about that. I know money fucks us up as a family. The love of it, the lust, because we've been deprived of so much that we feel like, if I get a substantial amount of money, I'm gonna be comfortable. But for real, the fact that ADOS, we the only homeless people ever. I mean, think about it. We the only homeless people.
Yes, we are. We're homeless. We are homeless.
The only homeless people. And that's why we have this thought that if we could just get enough money, because most people that want to just get enough money want to go back home. Think about it. when you meet a Hispanic job. Back in the day, if you met a Hispanic dude on the job before Americans destabilized their country, they just came here to make money so they could have enough money to go back home.
Yeah, I agree with you because I work with a lot of them.
We can't do that. We the only people that can't do that.
That's right. We don't have. That's why we got to go get us some land somewhere.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying what I was saying, sis Brenda, about when I said you ain't here, you thought I was taking a shot. No, I was trying to prove a point that you ain't even here. You still subject to their taxes because they know how to control you because you gonna pay for that military. You gonna pay for that military that you don't agree with. See, that I want us as a people to start getting into a government mindset too. Why? Because we're gonna have to protect ourselves from other governments. If we get reparations and declare ourselves a nation, you gotta really know what that means.
Right. And you have to go back and look at
and the nation includes everything.
Right, but you got to go back and look at history because that is real critical too. Why did they take out Black Wall Street? They took out Black Wall Street because they started making international deals. They were getting ready to take Black Wall Street worldwide when that incident happened and it got bombed.
Right. Look, why they take out Gaddafi? He was trying to get them out the financial structure by making basically dollars worthless if your currency is really off of gold.
Yep.
And backed off oil, and they got him out of there. That's my point. And he had all the money in gold. Look, he had so much money, he was giving Farrakhan and giving. And I want y'all to look up Jeff Fort. Gaddafi had so much money, he gave Jeff Fort, a gang leader, Peace Stone Rangers, money to blow up fucking police precincts. But he didn't do it. He just took the money and did something else with it. But the reason he asked Gaddafi for the money was he said, the police system is racist and we want to blow up police precincts. Gaddafi said, finally, a black man is on, he goes 30 million. Look it up. Look it up.
You know, at least we know, and that's why the system of white supremacy has gone out and they've taken out all these people that got a little bit too close.
Right.
Close to cut on their game. They had to take them out. That's what they do.
Exactly.
And even in Africa, what they do in Africa, you know, you got South Africa, what 95% black people and the white people own it. This is bullshit. And then you get Zimbabwe. They had who was in there before? They pushed him out.
Mugabe.
They pushed Mugabe out, and then they put some fucking coon up in there, and this coon is up in there now, right now, talking about becoming a colony of Britain again. I mean,
they're dragging his ass though, but it's not as and those Western nations are dragging Zimbabwe, and he's getting upset.
And they let them throw Mugabe out.
He's going through the same thing Mugabe went through.
Right.
Yeah, but now they're talking about becoming a British colony again. I'm like, they're going backwards.
They got rejected though. They didn't get included like they wanted to.
Yeah,
a lot of those jokers over there.
Zimbabwe.
I'm glad because they sure was doing that coon dance trying to get back. You know, we want to be a colony again of Britain. You know.
Yeah, but he doesn't care as long as he gets butter biscuits for himself. You see, a lot of these guys are leaders over there. They'll end up getting a check from one of these colonizers over there, and they don't mind selling their people out as long as they got butter biscuits for themselves. Look at the case of the government. The government has always been bullies. They use the cable news media in order to confuse people and put folks in disarray, keep you staring at Trump's dried up ass, to not pay attention to what the fuck they're doing behind the scenes.
That's right. I'm sick of looking at Trump's dried up ass too, Santee.
Hey, exactly. He's saying some nonsense. Right. You got this piece of shit on the screen. They know he's retarded, but it's like a weird animal at the zoo that you've never seen. This bizarre animal. Yeah. And they got him up there moving his fingers and his hands around, looking all stupid and shit. And the whole time, they're behind the scenes fucking up something.
Yeah. Look, it's like that oddity. That show oddity.
Right. You looking at this bizarre creature.
What I would do with my reparations money is I would try to get the Chinese out of goddamn Africa because they're going over there and
it's too late. It's too late.
I'm about to say thank you, Sandy. I'm about to say, Brenda.
I'm sorry. They're already growing their shit over there, beating up on black folks.
Right. They're gonna cuss you out and kill you. Look, I was joking. They're really going to kill you and take your money.
Exactly. Right.
I was just joking, Brenda. They will say, look, who is this black wench to come over here and tell us not to worship the white man? We will throw spears at her immediately.
Did y'all see that video there? Fred.
I make sure that I have you in my will so you can get my what's left after they
bombing the fuck out of them coons. I'm bombing coon countries too.
Well, Brenda, I'm gonna take that money and, like LBC say, I'm gonna blow up the coons.
Yeah, we bombing that coon. I say, Lisa, Brenda ain't want to listen to me. The damn motherfucking Nigeria. What is she doing here? We only like the white queen.
LBC, you know I'm gonna be funding your army. You know that.
You can fund the army, but we not sanctioning your trip over there with them because they love them Chinese over there for some reason.
I got a solution for that. I got a solution for that. I'm gonna take some of that money and build some strip clubs and stuff. Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I thought this was you were gonna say, True Roy. I thought you said you was gonna build some casinos there in Africa because them Chinese love gambling.
No. I mean, I'll throw some casinos in there to lure them in, but I'm trying to get them in the strip clubs because once you go in, you don't go out.
Did you see how them Chinese folks was fighting, trying not to go to jail? They was trying not to go to jail and get in the back of the damn truck. And
I seen that. They beat his ass. They beat his ass.
They knocked the rice out his ass.
Show you the level of arrogance. They told the fool, don't be. They told him not to be. What was that?
They were mining over there. They were trying to mine over there.
Yeah, and that's how arrogant them motherfuckers is. They told him not to mine. He gonna keep doing what he doing. And then when the officials came out,
they were serious too. I did see that.
I can imagine once they got him in that vehicle and they was driving, they beat the shit out of him back there in the back seat.
Because you know over there in Africa, they don't care. They'll fuck you up. They be beating.
Yeah. I would want to take that ride because I would be in the front seat and taking my foot, shoving it down their fucking throat just for being disrespectful in my country.
I would give them that Baltimore rough ride.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Queen, you said strip clubs that they go into, but they don't come out.
This come out.
This is like strip club roach motels, huh? They go in and
they don't look real inviting. They're gonna look real inviting, but it's gonna be in the front. It's gonna look real inviting. But once your ass go in there,
but it's gonna look like a roach motel. They go in and they don't come out.
They ain't gonna never come out because I know their asses is horny and stuff, and they're gonna be hunting down for some women.
A 2-drink minimum. It'll definitely
appeal to their nature.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know them little Asian dudes with them little 2-inch egg rolls. Them 2-inch egg rolls, they're out there tricking off all their money.
Yeah, you know what you have in that in your facility, True Royal? You have the prostitute in there, and then you have a little hogweed tea. You in there, you be like, before we get it on in here, would you like some tea?
What the Asians say, I love you a long time.
After you drink.
Oh, that's funny. You got to get gangster with folks. I'm not playing.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. When we get reparations, we're also going to have our own, our own version of the mafia because that all comes with part of it too,
I'm ahead of that too.
He want to run everything. He gonna run the military.
Let him run it
on the mafia.
One do anything that got to do with the dope game and guns. That's my game.
They be coming They be coming just to deliver a package, and LBZ will be having their fingers broken. What you coming here for?
What you doing?
You're gonna be the black godfather too. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
Damn right.
The poor UPS guy won't even be able to drive away. You need
Hell.
all them bangers.
he'll have his whole persona on. I can hear LB's voice.
Beating the shit out the UPS man showing up without pack too late. Like, you see all these people sitting out here waiting. They need their weed on time, bitch. Santy Burkins thumbs.
Oh boy, he gonna have that big old pinky ring, that big nasty pinky ring, and oh Lord.
No, he'll be doing that horse head thing on them. You know, the horse's head.
Nah, you know, it was like dogs. I'm leaving their dog head in their bed.
A dog head. Okay.
You won't see Fido again, let me tell you, old boy.
Oh my
Wait a
goodness.
minute, LBZ. The Chinese be trying to eat that dog head. Anyway.
Hey, did y'all see that video?
Damn, in Chinatown, they had all them damn dogs out there, man.
Out there, you saw that Santy?
Oh my Lord.
To me on Facebook too. You saw?
Yeah. They had at least about 200 dogs, man. 200 dogs with no heads, man.
It was a street full of dogs, y'all, with either no head or the tongue hanging out. You could tell, and they was selling roast dog out in the street.
Wow. God.
Right?
Yep, they did.
You know, I was watching them.
Take my shower, put my clothes on, but okay, put like it
Years
to you.
ago, I was watching how they eat them dogs. They got like a big, huge fryer, and they put the dog in it and fry the dog whole.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Real cool.
Yeah.
Real
Some
cool.
barbarian type savage stuff. I mean, it's like you don't even have to eat dogs, but you're gonna go ahead and eat it anyway.
But you know what, Santee? I kid you not. When I was growing up, behind us was a Korean family.
Right.
Every single year, they had a new German Shepherd. I am not exaggerating.
Ooh, they was fatting that dog into the kill.
Every year, they had a damn new German Shepherd, and you'd be like, well, what happened to the old dog?
They got hungry. Oh my God.
They were fattening that dog up, and they said, okay, now it's ready to kill. Let's set the right weight. Let's eat it.
And then they would bring another puppy in.
I don't worry about dog. He run away to heaven. Nah.
Yeah, he went to heaven through my stomach.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I wanted to let y'all know. I think it's gonna be next Friday. One of my husband's friends died, and he was a pimp here in Oakland. So I'm going to and this is no joke. I'm going to a pimp funeral. That's gonna be a first for me. Yep.
Hey.
Fillmore Slim will be there. I'm taking pictures.
Yes, can you please? I want to talk to the Slim. I need some game.
I want to see them in them rainbow suits, red, bright yard, and them big brim hats to match the suit.
Yeah.
Because my husband asked me, he said, "You're gonna go to his friend name was Arnold." He said, "You're gonna go." I said, "Oh hell yeah! I ain't gonna miss that because them OGs gonna be there. Oh hell yes."
Hey Santy, let me tell you the gangster shit about this funeral. They gonna have a funeral, but they gonna sit him up, and his hand and don't you know how they had both hands crossed? He just gonna have one cross and pimp hand form, and shit. They just gonna pose.
I didn't see pictures online of them in their caskets.
They just gonna pose them in the casket and shit. The pimp pose.
Probably gonna have a bottle of Jack Daniel in the damn coffin.
Yeah, and then you gonna see them old hoes in them tight dresses.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And they still look better than Ann Coulter.
Yep.
You right about that.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Get him some Cavassier and a pack of Virginia Slims, man.
Stick. So
can you imagine the repass? How that's gonna be? Wow, that's gonna be off the hook.
Yeah, get him a bottle of Cavassier and a package of Virginia Slims and put him up there in the casket for him there.
Yep.
Royal Queen, please take pictures, please. Oh,
yeah,
my
I'm
goodness.
gonna take pictures at the repass.
There's one more thing I wanted to bring up to you, especially you, Queen. Did you hear about them wanting to change the age for Medicare? Did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
They want to change Medicare to 50.
Wow.
You didn't hear that?
No, I
Say
did not
that
hear
again. They want to change it from
They want to change Medicare, your eligibility for Medicare to age 50.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
already getting it. But I got a disability, so
Yeah, but I'm just saying they want to change it overall. Instead of you waiting, I think 62, you get it at
Yeah.
shit,
That's
nobody don't
good.
got
wow, that makes me scratch my
this
head.
country don't have no money, man. They can't pay no folks. Cause you know
Exactly.
when I got hurt at work, and when I finally because I read everything that come in the house, and when the union letter came in, they said they had changed the pension on folks, and it depended on what year you got in. And I got in. Oh, I didn't even have to worry about when I got in. I had been in long enough. They cut the pension credits in half.
Mhm.
So for every so many pension credits, I don't know how they calculate it. You only get $50 per pension credit,
Right.
opposed to 100. I said, is these dudes reading this shit? They gonna be pissed.
Yeah. But see, what they're doing is a lot of people are crying for that Medicare for all. And what the government is saying is we don't want to do Medicare for all, but we're willing to drop the age down to 50.
That shit.
Well,
I mean, look, I figure that's about fair though. You've been serving them food to give them cancer for the last 35 years. So maybe it's time.
Yeah.
I'm also suspicious, and I know you guys keep your eye on this. If they do that, what are they going to cut to cover that? You know, I mean, because they always give with one hand and take away with the other. So I'm a bit suspicious.
And you're right. They never talk about raising the taxes of the people who need it. They're going to have to cut it from somewhere because they're not going to want to, not unless they raise our taxes to pay for it.
Yeah, they don't want them billionaires to pay any tax. So where are they going to get
white folks is real pissed right now with Trump, because that was the thing that they was banking on them taxes, and ooh, they pissed.
Everybody got a shorter tax refund this year. Everybody did.
But they get their little special incentives.
Queen, did you hear about this in your area?
What?
Everybody got less money
on the screen.
I didn't hear it.
Look on the screen.
Wait a minute.
On the screen.
Okay, wait a minute.
That story, really.
Oh, wow.
Hey, he won't be reporting this story now, will he?
He was on the pipe. Damn, Lisa.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Wow.
Oh boy, look clean.
Wow.
Oh boy, look. I want to see what he really looked like. Let me look his ass up. Oh no, I want to see the meth look.
Anchor died from meth overdose during sexual encounter at Hope.
Oh, freak nasty too. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to paradise.
That dude was,
this man was on the news, LA news anchor, and he was in a hotel days in with a prostitute.
A cheap hotel.
Has died in the hotel room. He died.
He was in a cheap hotel?
Days in with a hooker.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, his wife was Chinese. Oh,
woo!
He had a lot going on. You got a Chinese daughter? Wait a minute. Oh. I know there's a meth look someplace. Come on. Where you at? Come on, let me find you. He a crack. Oh, I found one. Shit. Oh, yeah, baby. That's the meth look. I'm going to send it to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, baby.
Woo! Y'all see that story?
Oh, wait. Oh, you nasty. You been in there doing some things.
That's
that Bama look like Beetlejuice, don't it?
He got taken out.
Okay, here we go, Lisa.
Okay.
I got a meth head look for you. All right.
Because if he was doing meth, he didn't look like that, y'all.
No, he was sucking on
he
something.
didn't. No,
He didn't look like that. That was just a
So
picture
he-
they wanted to
so he
pop
was in it.
him.
So it was true. He was sucking on something in there other than the meth pipe.
Damn.
Ooh, y'all know how I can be.
Damn.
I'm
No, but we know how he can be.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, somebody done send me an email. Tiger Woods and got in trouble.
Oh, again?
Are you kidding? Oh wow.
It is juicy.
Well, that's okay.
Wow.
He's Kablasian, so let him go to the Kablasian community with his bullshit.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass the Kablasian community. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, can my father forgive me?
Oh my goodness. Tiger Woods and lost his hair.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
Well, that's Kablasian, you know.
Maybe he is a Kablasian. Look how he aging.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I said let him take that shit to the Kablasian community.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to do. I got to do some research on that. I'm gonna have to wait on that one. But
Okay.
You get the email on that? Lisa?
Pictures.
Oh, I thought we had a picture of Mr. Meth.
Mr. Meth, I just sent one to Lisa.
Well, I got the link to his, it's a bunch of photos of him.
Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I messed up. Let me go back. Let me take a screenshot of that. So you can have the right one. Yeah, I know what I did wrong, Lisa. Just give me just a minute. But yeah, I found one where he was he was looking real rough.
You know,
Right.
and what's crazy is when they show these pipeheads passing away and dying and shit like that, they try to get the best picture they can find.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't look like that. He didn't look like that.
Right.
And the thing I see the Asian wife and little daughter. Yeah, he married.
You see that shit? You see that shit?
He married y'all. He married one of them ugly ass Asian women. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And they catch y'all black asses doing anything. They try to find a picture where you the most ashy ever. Your bottom lip ashy.
Right.
You wasn't looking. You ain't planning on taking a photo of somebody.
There you go, Lisa.
I'm about to say, how you gonna find the best picture of this Peckerwood? He's a meth head. When a nigga do something, bro, just like Brock Turner. Remember, he done raped somebody. They got the mugshot with scratches on his face. He looking. They gonna put a picture of his yearbook with him smiling. Let a nigga get accused of running a red light. The worst picture. They take a Halloween picture with him dressed up like Jason with blood on a knife and shit.
Oh Lord.
This is the nigga every day. This is how he is.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? There's some pictures in here, Queen, with him with long hair. He looked more like a meth addict with the long hair.
Oh, with the long hair? Oh my goodness.
There's some pictures of him with long hair.
Okay, I got
it. Let me
you sure? Okay. Because I only send you one. I took a screenshot of one.
With long stringy hair.
Ooh, wait, you got caught with your pants around your ankles.
Now some good headlines. I'm liking these headlines.
Now this is him and his family. Okay, that's him with his wife. But wait a minute. Here, this is him with long hair. Look at him. He looked like a whole different person. And look at him holding up that sign. Yeah, he was messing with meth. Trust me.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn. He looked like what he truly is, Lisa.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And they got some pictures of, here's another one with the long hair.
He definitely looks like a gentleman I seen on West Lexington Street.
That's white Jesus approved right there. Oh, yeah, dude.
No,
dude.
Oh, good God. What the hell? What is it with that hair?
Man.
Is that
Alabama got the crackhead mullet?
Yeah, that's it exactly. Crackhead mullet. Yeah.
Crackhead mullet, huh?
That's
That's
down.
what it is, WZ.
That's down in the good mistress zone. Because she is southern. I'm in northern.
Yeah, I see quite a few here. I think this is a wedding picture.
There he go. He looked like he been doing something.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there. Mouth wide open. What your mouth wide open for?
That was the butters that did. You got to hold the butters.
They crack you up with these stories. But yeah, this fool, he got caught full throttle drugs.
It's coming through the cracks, Lisa. It's coming through the cracks, Lisa. Now the anchor man is sucking on a pipe. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Woo! Damn. Wow, that is good.
Oh, nasty.
So, what else happened, Lisa? You said something else happened with, I don't know. I thought you mentioned something else happened in the recent news.
Oh no, I had showed some stories earlier. You know, the one I did show you, I believe I did, the YouTube pedophile.
Yeah.
Going on. Yeah. That's why I was like, my point is they so worried about what we are saying and trying to get black folks booted off over hate speech, and you got something much bigger going on YouTube.
Exactly.
Lisa, can you find that picture of that creep on YouTube? Did you send me that email a couple of weeks ago? He got all his hair that he likes to put in the front of his head, and he was a straight creep, and he got up there and confessed that he needs help. And I said, where did Lisa dig this fucker up at? Oh God, when I seen him. And then next thing I know, a few days later, Taryn Rain had did a video on him. He was such a creep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a creepy white boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, good mistress, you were so funny.
Yeah. So
if them motherfuckers ain't shooting up a school, they raping some kids. God damn.
Exactly.
Think of something else to do.
They're not winning.
And the thing is, I saw, if you guys remember when YouTube got caught up in this same sort of thing a few years ago, I went to look in the comment section. You should have seen that stuff those pedophiles were in there writing. They were talking about, I want to fuck you and all that stuff to these kids. And they were little kids on the videos, and they're writing in the comment section, they want to fuck the kids.
Oh, that's sick.
But you want to worry about what black folks are saying? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, and you know everything Lisa's saying true, because that sounds just like the shit Chris Hansen be saying when he was, let me talk to you for a minute. I mean, just saying, let me put my dick on your forehead so you can hear where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
This is how old is she? She told me she was 17. That's not what she told you. She told me she was 14, but she says she'll be 17 in 3 years.
Wow. Oh, wow. Did you remember the name of that guy?
I know who you're talking about. He's that crazy, that silly looking guy with the comb over hair.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. He was sleeping. He was sexting 14 and 13, a bunch of teenage girls.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Let me
He looked like Jimmy Savile, the Bama that Elvis used to hang out with in Britain, that was accused of a whole bunch of child molestations. He got the same haircut and everything.
Mm-hmm. That is about to be.
I know what you're talking about. I
most creepiest looking dude.
Austin Jones. His name is Austin Jones. Yes.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me share my screen. It's a different picture of him, but it's the same guy. Hold on 1 second. So those of you that never seen this, I'll show it to you.
And what was wrong with him? What is his problem?
He was going after teenage girls. Here he is. His name is Austin Jones. Austin Jones plead guilty to soliciting lewd photos from teenage girls.
Oh, that fucker right there.
Yeah, right here.
He is sick.
He do look different in this picture. He look different in this picture. Damn.
He look creepier in this picture.
Drugs. That's a drug look.
He's 20 years old, and he was soliciting teen girls 14 and 15.
You know who he looked like in this picture, y'all?
Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Hey, and don't he look like the motherfucker that said he was Joker that shot up the Aurora Theater? He got them same ass weird eyes.
Creepy eyes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
How did he get to be a YouTube star? What did he do? What was his channel?
He's a singer. He has all these songs and these teen girls flock over it. Most of his audience were teenagers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me guess, he was singing a motherfucking another culture vulture, probably singing our music.
Right.
Yeah.
I went over there to listen to what songs he had, but that's why the teens were attracted to him.
And I dug up some stuff on him.
But they concern ourselves with black channels, though, right?
That dude is a creep. That dude is a fucking creep.
And these people are doing all this freakish shit, talking about they want to fuck kids and all that stuff on their channels, but they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They should have knew something was wrong. I'm reading some of the titles of this song. Lego Love. My Playground Pal. And that is a pedophile.
I got something for you, Lisa, for his ass. Because when I seen this is what really creeped me out. Sometimes they don't have to do like real long videos. They can do real short shit. And you'd be like, ooh.
You can go ahead and share it on the screen. You can go.
I just emailed you. I
I was going to say, because you can do it. All I have to do is stop my screen.
Okay.
He did one of them. He did one of them Elliot Roger videos. Sure. Oh, you girls, you don't like me, so I should slaughter all of you.
He a creep.
Yeah, he's a creep.
He probably can't get laid.
Well, none of them can really.
I was about to say none of them can. Remember, that's where Elliot Roger was killing them. You girls don't give me any. I'm going to murder you all. That shit was so hilarious.
Negative opinions towards me right now, and I understand why you do. But I'm asking you to please put those opinions aside for a few minutes and listen to everything. And if by the end of the video you still have the same opinion, then so be it. But at least you will have your opinion based off of the full story.
It's all the way
and
up.
the truth.
No, it's not. You can't see it
on social media for mistakes
Okay,
I've made in the past.
I can hear it. Nobody can hear it.
No, we can't
hear it.
Oh, I can hear it. I can't see it. I can't see it.
Hold on. Let me start. Hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. I thought you could see it. Hold on. Let me try again. All right. Can everybody see the screen now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys. I know a lot of you probably have some really harsh and negative opinions towards me right now, and I understand why you do. But I'm asking you to please put those opinions aside for a few minutes and listen to everything I have to say. By the end of the video, you still have the same opinion, then so be it. But at least you will have your opinion based off of the full story and the truth. I've recently come under some fire on social media for mistakes I've made in the past. I used to ask fans for twerking videos. Yes, twerking the dancing. Not something that I think is right. I shouldn't have done it. This really blew up online when a YouTuber and someone that's very popular on social media somehow found this out and decided to blast it out there. I'm not going to say any names because I've come under attack on social media from my name being spread around, and I don't want to put that on anyone else. So throughout this story, I'm not going to say any names. It really blew up online. And sent me down a path that is pretty scary. And I'll go into more detail about this. But first, what I want to do is set the record straight. Since this started online, there are a lot of rumors and a lot of lies. They're just not true. Nothing ever went further than twerking videos. There were never any nudes, never any physical. So I just had to get that out there because nothing ever went further.
YouTube story. I didn't do anything except for X 5-year-old girls for twerking videos. That's all I did.
I told you he was and look, of course, I told you it was gonna be some culture vulture shit, wasn't it?
Oh no, twerking videos.
The first thing you said was, I want to see you twerk it. Yeah, like a black girl.
Now, that was
What's up with that fucking hair?
Hold
That
on.
hair.
Exactly. I'm trying to figure out this hair.
Hold on. We're not done. That
Okay.
was 2015. This is 2019. Let's resume.
And President Austin Jones pleaded guilty to 1 count of receipt of child pornography. 26-year-old began posting music videos to YouTube in 2013 and currently has more than 500,000 subscribers to that page. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago says that 6 girls sent Jones lewd photos and videos, and then he tried to get others to do the same. The federal complaints details videos and conversations with 2 14-year-old girls, including at one point Jones trying to get the girl to take her clothes off by telling her to prove she is his biggest fan, and that he doesn't want to have to find someone else. Jones is scheduled to be sentenced May 3rd.
You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Change my state of mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay, so he was being, a complete pervert. Oh, take your clothes off and prove that you're my fan. He was being a pervert.
We're 14 years old.
What's going on with his hair? What is that?
I don't know. That shit looks terrible. It looks like a damn bird's nest.
They want to talk about R. Kelly, but A. Jones running around here.
Hello? That is true.
A. Jones all over the internet getting 500,000 little kids to twerk.
The real Pied Piper.
Yeah.
I wanted to give y'all an update. Judge just set R. Kelly's bond on each case at $250,000. Bond.
What?
He bonds on each case is $250,000. Damn.
$2 million, right?
What's that? That was it 10? 10 or 2? I don't know how many people they charge.
It's 10 counts.
10 well, they said, okay, so they're saying here cat bond on each case at $250,000.
So that means $25,000 a piece because bond is always 10%.
10%.
So since all 3 of them $2.5 million, he got to pay for $250,000 to get out, right?
That's right. So
yeah, that's if it's 10 people. I don't know how many people is it. Is it 10?
Yeah, it's 10.
I think it was. I think it is 10. They didn't put it up. And he's not to have victims, took his passport, and not to have contact with anyone under 18.
Okay, so he could pretty much get out.
Oh yeah, he can get out of jail.
Get out.
They was talking about no bond. That's against the law.
Well, when they took him in.
Oh, they do no bond against us all the time.
No bullshit.
Yeah, but they won't do it against Harvey Weinstein, though, right?
No, his bond was $1. It's $1.
You had to go to court. I haven't even seen him standing up in a damn courtroom.
No bullshit. I just keep saying everybody who accused him of shit get their shit thrown out.
Right.
Okay, so they're saying total bond is $1 million.
Okay, he could get out.
Oh yeah, he can get out.
He can get out. I mean, he's a rich celebrity. He can get himself out on that.
And you see, they keep putting these damn stories here in front of us, and then hiding the fact that they throwing Harvey Weinstein's charges out and keeping that shit quiet in a corner somewhere.
Right. Exactly.
That's why I'll sit here. I'm not distracted by Me Too. I'm not distracted by HBO getting ready to put some Michael Jackson bullshit out the same way they just did R. Kelly. They doing all this bullshit to try to go ahead and get this man off real quick. Meanwhile, he's overseas in different countries and shit, getting drunk and still violating women. Like Harvey Weinstein is a true piece of shit. And before I hear any of these bullshit groups that come out here condemning any of these black men out here, I want to hear them talk about Harvey Weinstein extensively, and even the recent shit that they're not talking about.
They think we losing sight. No, we paying close attention.
Yeah, I agree. And this is just a distraction. You see what they're trying to do? They're throwing in R. Kelly. They're throwing in Jussie Smollett. You know, it's a big ass distraction.
But meanwhile, I seen somewhere brother was talking about it's the Supreme Court that's saying Bill Cosby do deserve another case.
Yeah, I saw that.
But they don't want to talk about that because like you said, they gonna bury Harvey Weinstein. Look, ain't that some wild shit? They gave Bill Cosby 3 years. They could have suspended that sentence. Said no. Oh no, but you're a threat right now. Meanwhile, Harvey Weinstein.
You know, these people ridiculous.
They say he got to go to jail now. But
Bill Cosby, 80-something years old and blind. What kind of threat?
He can barely tie his shoes, man. He can barely walk. He can't walk without something.
What about that big case they had in California? They had that fucking pervert and his wife had that girl. They kidnapped that girl. I don't know how many years. Had impregnated her twice. And in fact, this sucker even went to jail. And his wife made sure he watched everything. He was a very high risk person.
Yeah, you know what, Andre, you brought up a good one. Leah Dunham, the ugliest white woman in Hollywood. Yes,
that nasty bitch.
I don't know how she was only on one TV show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that bitch has done.
Did y'all already talk about Roger Kraft nasty ass being up in massage parlors?
Yeah, we did talk about that, Santi. I think it was before you came. Yeah.
You know, you would think somebody the kind of money he had, he wouldn't have to go in them places. He could just.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. Like, yo, you a billionaire. Like, what do you need?
They don't have game. They don't have game, my brother. They don't have no game. No game.
I mean, white folks have been paying for pussy for years. I mean, with no game. These have been the Johns and tricks that the pimps have made their money off of. So, all right, he could still go pay for some trim and do his business behind scenes. You ain't got to go to this massage parlor unless you're just trying to be bold and to show your strength, I guess.
He's not progressive. He don't know what else to do.
Man, he bought Roger Kraft and purchased some trim before. I guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
It's all my life. It's my look. I'm going for Donald Trump. This is my God-given right to trick at this establishment. And all
LVZ, you're breaking up.
You breaking all the way up. I'm pretty sure. Like he knows the guy. A man like him, an old white man that's 80-something years old. He done purchased plenty of trim around this world. Plenty.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, come on, but look, none was as much as the one that look. She must have been like sunshine on Harlem Nights to him. Said, oh Lord, Bobby got to fly down to see you, baby.
Well, if that's the case, well then you put a coat around her and you take her home and take care of her. Okay, you know she's working you for the money anyway. That'll save you the public embarrassment. But never mind this guy. He's a creep and a freak, and his personal business needs to be put out here. And the bottom line is he ain't gonna serve no jail time whatsoever. It's more of a
he got enough money to pay everybody off and tell them to shut the hell up. And that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, LVC, is your video still up about this?
Oh yeah, it's still up. Of course it is. Yeah, I love this story right here. It's hilarious to me because I look, like I said, look, you know what I get to putting this in the same as last week. We learned about what's her name, Ingrid, or is it Mildred or Ingrid, the broad that Arnold Schwarzenegger knocked up.
Oh yeah, Mildred.
Yeah. So, and remember how she looked like she got hit in the face with a bag of nickels?
Yes.
Now, this what I'm saying. This what Arnold was tricking with. And then remember, I've been laughing all week because True Royal and Dan Lisa said that Arnold had a baggy Speedo on. That don't make no sense.
Baggy Cheetos up, man.
Yeah. Hey, you don't know Arnold ain't packing shit down there.
No, he's not working his packages.
Arnold don't have a package.
No.
He didn't even have a cigarette pack down there.
That's what we were laughing at.
Yeah.
It's sad. You got all that mass and muscle on you, and then you ain't packing shit.
Sadly, they said the man looked like he was smuggling one unwrapped peanut chew.
It looked like
Can you even smuggle that? Is it possible to smuggle that?
No, what it looked like was the top half of him was man, and the bottom half where he should have been showing something was very
like a little 2-year-old or something going on.
They said Arnold was out that junk looking like he was doing the tuck on what's that? What was that just Silence of the Lambs? They said Arnold would look like a Ken doll down.
Look in the chat. Wade would put the check in
Michael Jackson. Oh, they got my side.
That nigga Arnold wasn't built anatomically correct. I said, oh no.
Right. You hit the nail on the head.
He said he had them skinny pipehead legs, huh?
No, fancy. They said that man was packing so small he take a piss and wet his waist up. How you get your waist wet when you pee, nigga? Was you laying down? No, I was standing up. Stop. How the fuck you pee and get your waist wet, man?
Oh my Lord.
I can't breathe. Arnold ain't the business at all.
If you're gonna get busy with women, you need something to get busy with. And Arnold,
Lord, Arnold, and he just stand out there so proud. Ooh wee.
Hey, look, I know one line that he never could use with the ladies. I'll be back. They're like, fuck no, you won't.
They'll never come back. Don't come back.
Was you even here? Is what they trying to say.
The dude that just got busted, because people questioning things, he's cheap. He wanted that shit cheap. He had a budget. I just thought about that. Because he was at a flop house for real.
Yeah. He wasn't that cheap.
They say he be underpaying the Patriots. That's why. He underpay everybody. Bob Craig. Look.
You know what's the dude from Fox that died? He had even got busted on some stuff like that. And I said, that big old joker, he trying to get a woman. These dudes is fantasizing. You old.
Yeah.
Your belly on the ground. You not sexy. No. Just tell a reality. You look fucked up. Nobody wants that.
Somebody gonna take the bag and take care of their brother.
No. Go celibate. Just give it up.
This is what I want to know, though. The first thing I said was this. Is Meek Mill's gonna do a song saying free Bob Kraft? Because Bob Kraft did that for Meek Mill. So I was just look, because Bob Kraft kind of has street cred. I hate to say it. I hate to say it because he freed Meek Mills. For a lot of our people, Bob Kraft has street cred. Y'all, I'm serious. People in the chat room, am I lying?
Oh,
Y'all know I ain't lying. He got some street cred. Next thing you know, Meek Mill's gonna have his cool ass yelling, "We got a free Bob Kraft, free Bob Kraft." Nigga, are you crazy? Man, fuck Bob Kraft.
Yeah. Well, y'all, I enjoy our talks like we always come together like a family and enjoy the time, but I have to get ready for my next hangout on my other channel. So
let's see.
Definitely come together again real soon. I might even do a small hangout tomorrow. Might not be as long as this one, though.
Bet, hit me up.
I'm canceling my hangout. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I gotta rest.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not missing Bible study.
Okay.
Y'all hit me up.
I can laugh and talk. I can laugh and talk. I can be at Bible study.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sure. We're going to be doing the first book of Adam and Eve. That's what we're going
to do. Oh, yes. I like that book. I've heard that one before.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
And to the brothers and sisters out there in the fam, I love you all.
Love you too, Brenda. Be good, baby.
Thank you, Queen Lisa. Okay, LVZ, my brother. Just stay out of the payroll and we cool. Okay.
I'm gonna start calling her Kamala out there. She care about that money, no? She.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, and thank you for having me on, Lisa. Thank you, panel. I appreciated this laugh and the good debates and all that stuff. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, and you're always welcomed on the panel.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love, of course, sis, thank you for having me on here and dealing with my crazy ass. I love y'all family.
We love you too.
And goddamn it, if y'all remember, I got them missiles if you need them.
Yeah, you might need to use it on the next person that try to ask me, do I do
ADOS? Yeah.
Do I believe in ADOS?
Yeah, we believe in a dumb ass, and that's him.
We can use the first missile on them.
Yeah, ADUMB, ass, that is.
Yes. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming. Everybody in the chat, love you. And Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shalom. We out.